don't have to.
All
intro
right.
if we don't want to.
Welcome to the second episode of TrailBlazers
Awesome, we're good.
We actually get a second one. Wow.
Does someone have a topic?
We have a second.
that we're gonna open with. I don't have an opener.
No opener
Doug, our
topic.
intros have to be more interesting.
No,
We'll
it
figure
doesn't.
something out.
No, it doesn't. You can just be
Uh,
relaxed.
we just gotta put our personalities, Grayson. Come on.
Honestly, one of the things that I think we should do is just like start talking.
Yeah.
I don't think introing is
Yeah,
necessary.
you would know a thing
we
or
can
two
just
about
be
talking.
like Trailblazers.
I think like talking for like 3 minutes and then being like, "Welcome to TrailBlazers." That kind of works.
Yeah.
So we just like
We just
have
say-
a conversation.
We'll just
You know, like
like,
normal
Ooh.
people.
we don't even have to say
It's like,
welcome.
oh yeah,
Can you
by
get
the
off
way,
Trailblazers.
welcome to TrailBlazers.
Yeah.
You already.
You just completely
Already
unprofessional.
ADHD
no,
out.
hang on.
Hand me my phone actually, so I can see what topics are in the Discord.
Hold on.
I mean, I have a topic, but it's a bit more.
Turn your phone
Why?
off.
What are you
Just
doing?
turn your phone off.
Can y'all trust me for 5 seconds? I'm gonna
No.
forget.
Oh my
this.
god, turn your phone off.
Wow, this is gonna be such great entertainment.
He's just
silence.
Oh,
texting.
yeah.
He's just
He's
texting.
just
Texting somebody.
texting.
Just
Just
text-
I'm not
silence.
texting anyone.
And then that's
Getting
loud and it's
so
gonna be picked up on
defensive.
other mics.
You're texting. I'm not texting anyone. Why are you getting defensive?
Getting straight
that-
defensive, bro.
Getting-
Jesus.
very much yelling.
Probably just blew out the mic.
Yeah, you're
Now
gonna
we-
blow out the
now we-
mics.
Now we
bro.
have to.
Defense.
Don't.
All right, we're
can't
gonna
do that.
restart the
We have to-
intro.
Yeah,
we
we're
don't
gonna
have to restart. We can just bleep that.
uh,
Okay. Looking at the topics channel, we have a couple different topics to choose from.
The true.
We
true
have-
Choose from.
We have. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we have.
Hazbin Hotel Softcore
Okay.
and Vald put what stories are worth telling, and then I put who would we want on the podcast. So we have a couple different topics to choose from. What do we want?
I think it'd be hilarious to talk about the Hazbin Hotel software.
Yeah, we got to talk the
We
the
have
Y'all
to
softcore
got
talk
that.
about that.
because there's a bunch of new. You know about it, right?
Vaguely.
I know nothing
Dude,
about. I mean,
okay,
I know it
okay.
exists, and I saw the
Okay.
video, but I'm not deep into this.
Y'all-
God, I love Hazbin Hotel Softcore.
It's good.
Have to get
Y'all-
into
Oh well,
this.
not the softcore.
The
Oh,
softcore
the
one
show
is
is
good.
good.
Cut that
It's
out. Cut
good.
that out. Do not let them know.
Yeah.
Do not let them know. Cut
Alright,
that.
so y'all two tell Grayson, and I'll just.
Oh, okay.
I know where it is.
So there's this guy.
never
He
mind.
does
Verbal
he does
base, right?
verbal base. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
paid
like the anime.
50,000.
No, okay. There's a bunch of new like updates about it, right? Wasn't 50,000? It's somewhere to from 20 to 35,000. It wasn't originally they were like a 15-year-old made it. It was a team of animators who made it. And basically he animated him in a music video of softcore. Which my take on it is, if you're paying 20 to 35,000,
Just
animate,
make it.
just
make it.
or
like-
pay a cosplayer.
There's so many other
So
things
many
you can
better
do.
options. Invest in VR.
And like, no, his channel is ruined because of this.
I don't think his channel's ruined at all.
Well, no, he declared bankruptcy.
Okay, he is ruined.
Damn.
He's ruined. I lied.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
declared bankruptcy.
He wouldn't have had to declare it if he didn't spend $35,000 on softcore.
And that's probably true.
So
and why Charlie out of all the characters though?
I don't know.
Like, I would much rather have
'Cause
like.
Charlie's the baddest. Me, who's
There
never
are
watched the
badder
show.
Never watched the
characters
show.
that
is. He's never
haven't
watched the
seen
show.
it.
There are badder characters like Osmodius. I would let Osmodius
Dude,
do things to me.
His voice is so pretty, bro, when he
So
sings. It's very cool.
In the house of Osmodius.
I'll show you the song later.
is that the wolf?
No.
No,
Oh,
that's BL's. Well,
Beelzebub's not a wolf. Is Beelzebub a wolf?
no.
wolf-looking thing. I
Uh,
don't
That's
know.
Wolf, the
Fenrir,
wolf.
actually.
Oh,
Luna-
yeah, yeah.
Luna's
sure.
the wolf.
Luna's.
Luna's
You
the
mean
wolf.
like the wolf with like the side part over that all the
Yeah,
porn's
that
made?
does the duet with the really old one.
What?
What?
I just saw it on TikTok.
You're gonna have
What?
to pull this up.
I-
Both
You
are
watching,
going-
both
Wait,
watching
wait,
Hazbin
wait,
Hotel
wait.
on TikTok.
No, the one that like talks about sucking all the time.
That's Angel and
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Husk.
that's
But they do-
Husker.
Okay,
No,
but
he's
they
not a
do
wolf.
it like
he's like
a duet.
cat.
That's
That's
the
a
only
different
thing I've
show
seen
than
of.
what we're talking. There's two different shows. There's Hazbin Hotel,
Uh-huh.
and then there's Hell of a Boss.
I'm not talking about Hell of a Boss.
No, then yeah, that's Husker. No,
we love Husker.
He's cool
On
on Hazbin Hotel.
okay.
He's
Hazbin
not a
Hotel.
wolf. He's like a cat.
Yeah,
I just
Griffin
I
thingy.
saw a clip and was like, okay, and then kept
He's
going.
like, yeah.
But I saw like it was like a good song.
Yeah, that
no,
that
Losers
whole
is such a good song.
that
Yeah,
that
that- yeah.
one's really good. There's another one called Poison, also really good.
Banger
and like
song.
the vocals
Also
are great,
softcore.
and like it is softcore. Like everyone's in beat. Like you have to understand, like the whole thing is about addiction and being into toxic relationships and staying in those toxic relationships, even though you know they're bad for you. And the voice acting is incredible, and the singing and the writing is incredible. And through all of that, he is getting
Yeah.
like the entire time.
And mind you, it
And I
is
just-
not consensual.
No.
No.
Like he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I just don't want to. It's like that.
Well,
type,
when
where
he
it's
owns
still, like,
your
not
soul
okay.
and kind of forces
Yeah,
you
Don't look
to
at
do
me.
it's not
things,
Don't
okay.
look at me, Drew.
It's not
No,
okay.
That's not okay.
It's not
That's
okay.
not very
consensual.
nice. Drew, just
It's
look at
not
me,
okay.
guys.
Or
and
it's
that was
consent's
very
not
nice.
consent.
This guy paid $20,000 to $35,000 for just
Mean.
softcore, and that's insane to me.
That was so mean.
You could get it for free.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It
out there.
exists.
And what song was it
Exists.
even to?
What's up?
What song was it even to? I've seen the video, but I cannot remember
I don't
anything
know.
from
I'll
it.
play it for you later because I
Also,
'cause
it's
I
not
found
like it's
it.
$20,000 for you to be the only one that ever.
No, because he released it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it got leaked.
Oh,
It got
of course.
leaked.
No, it got leaked, but think
It
about
exists,
it is,
so it was
originally,
leaked.
So what I heard, it was supposed to plan to be on a second channel of some sort, because he
Mhm.
was planning on releasing it to the public. But then he got
Insane.
embarrassed and didn't post it.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed.
But then it got.
Then how
But
did
it
it
got
get
leaked.
leaked?
Dude, could you imagine like
One of
going
the
to
20
sleep
animators
at
that
night?
worked on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're never.
Yeah.
There is.
one of the
Yeah.
animators leaked it.
Of course, because of course they did.
They leaked all their messages with him. It was funny.
Mhm.
And like, could you imagine laying in bed at night and you're like, God, she's so hot. Wait a minute.
God,
Wait
Charlie
a minute.
Morningstar,
Yeah,
that's
very,
what I want.
very hot.
Save up for my son's college.
Oh no.
Softcore.
Oh, and hold on, it gets worse though with actual verbal bass himself. Jimmy, did you hear about him exploiting the labor of his fans?
yeah, he did
So like
that
he
too.
did this thing where like, so hold on, do you actually know who verbal bass is?
Kind of.
No.
He animated beatbox battles.
Yeah, animated beatbox battles. Think of Patrick Star versus Thanos.
I'll show you it.
It's like
later.
greatest
have
rap
it.
battles of history, but not. It's
I-
a lot
I-
less fun.
It's like an animated version of him like rap battling Thanos. It's so
bad.
funny.
It's made for kids.
Yeah,
though.
it's made for children. I'll show it to you.
Which makes it
after
even
this.
weirder that he did the whole softcore thing. But no, so what he did was he created this like you can audition to submit. You can audition and submit your animations to Verbal Ace, and they might show you off on one of his videos.
Maybe.
You could do is edit a 30-second segment of a video, and he just exploited from their labor.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
but,
yeah.
like-
That's all he did.
But like, a lot of content creators do that. Like just get like viewer submissions for a lot of stuff. They're not like even. I mean,
It's
to a
different
lesser
when he
extent
was-
because they're
'cause he
not
was begging
creating
for
it. I mean, kind of. No, like think about like some of the React channels that do
Yeah.
like
But that's also
reactions to
stealing
setups,
content.
reactions to bedroom. Like they,
Yeah.
they're getting their
Actually, I actually
viewers.
agree with
I
him.
don't know. I don't think it's
I actually
that.
agree
I
with
don't
him.
think it's that bad.
Well, it's not
I
that
think it
bad,
would
but
be
I'm
different.
also
It would be different if it was for the sole purpose of like the content creators like gain, and the other person got nothing.
Mhm.
Like they literally, because that would be exploitative. That would be like you are getting literally nothing. They are getting mentioned in the video, and that's the thing too. Is it's like most of those React channels will show the user's submission and show who it is
yeah.
that is submitting it, and give them credit for their jokes and that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and then riff off of it. But like, granted, that's not all of them. There are definitely some that don't do that.
Yeah.
That is a whole other issue.
Well, my whole thing is you mentioned reaction channels in the first place. Reaction channels, I don't think are a good thing in the slightest. People that like go on like their whole thing is they go on like Twitch or something and they just watch other people's content. That's not okay. Like just
I
go
think
on.
that's
It
fine.
depends.
It
like-
depends. I think it's fine if you're giving credit to the other person.
It
can't rem-
depends. It depends. Are you doing it like okay? I have two examples. Are you doing it like Captain Sparkles did? Or are you doing it like Sniper Wolf does? Are you literally
Yeah.
sitting in a chair watching stuff, saying nothing, or are you pausing every 3 minutes in every video and saying something?
Yeah.
making
See,
a
someone
joke,
And then what do
someone
you
who
count
summarizes-
as-
making it more.
Sorry. What do you count as like reaction content? Because then like Hassan or like other political streamers will watch like debates and
Yeah.
then pause and comment on
I
them,
think
but
the
that's
whole
still
g-
reactionary.
There are
content.
problems.
I'll say that's different, but hold on. One thing. The person who said it best, in my opinion, was Moist Critical. Love Moist, great guy. I never met him. I wish I could. But anyways, he said it best a while back. I can't remember his whole entire argument, but he used to do like Fun Fridays or something like that, where he would just go out and just watch content with his community and just streamline videos. But then he ended up stopping that because there's a whole like backlash to reaction. And we should need to find the video and link it in the actual description of this, because he genuinely makes such good points as to why reaction content's just not good.
Yeah.
I can't remember all of his arguments.
I think the arguments I've seen are like it's not creative, which again it develops in what he's saying when it's like, are you actually reacting and giving your opinion and giving a different view in it? Are you Sniper Wolf sitting completely quiet watching someone else make content?
Can we all
then
just like shit on her for?
Yeah,
a second?
I don't like Sniper Wolf.
Don't like
Like,
Sniper Wolf.
But
Fuck
that
those videos.
also like says like the same videos like try not to laugh videos are bad.
No, but that's different though.
That
Because
is
But
it-
that's still reaction though. That's still a
No.
reaction to a video.
No,
Okay.
no. Oh,
Still
you mean try not
react.
to laugh like not like try not to laugh like this is a compilation of vines for the
No, like
viewer watching
Markiplier
or like
watching Vine
Markiplier
Slice.
watching it. I think that's
Yes.
fine too because I think Markiplier again, even if you're not reacting every second, pausing the video, if you're giving credit to those people, I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You could argue that those people aren't making creative content, but why is that your business? Focus on your
But
creative
also 9 times out of
content.
10 you watch those videos, there's like a little watermark down at the bottom.
Exactly.
That says
Yeah.
at
Exactly.
Blah, 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 blah.
And here's the thing,
And that's why
there's-
I like it when that's why I like it when people react to like TikToks because the TikTok handle is right there.
Yeah.
Like for most of them. It depends on how you get TikTok. If you just screen record, it's not that, but
I guess for me, it just rubs me the wrong way because of how fine the line is between are you just stealing content? 'Cause for instance, for Sniper Wolf, if she gave credit to every single person that she was watching the videos for, but her only form of content was reacting to people, which let's be honest, that's what the majority of her content is
and
nowadays.
she would.
That's just stealing other people's content. It doesn't matter that you're giving credit to other people.
No,
I don't think it is.
I'm not saying that's the only thing that you have to do to react to something. You do not just have to credit the person to then play it as like on your own like media, like your own channel, your own whatever. You not only have to credit the people, that is a must, that you cannot do it without that. You also have to make the content transformative. Whether that is making a joke out of it, pausing, giving your own commentary on it, like political streamers and stuff will do, or like making a game out of it. Like there's for a while there were like drinking games and stuff. I don't think that's allowed on Twitch anymore, but like that
I
kind
think
of
it's
stuff.
still
You can
allowed.
drink
You
on
can stream
Twitch.
The drinking games, I believe,
drinking
get
games.
banned.
But also like but that's how some people do like I've seen it more I can't remember the guy, but like a bunch of Twitch streamers do like rate my viewer setups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like they're making a game out of it.
Oh,
right?
you mean
Yeah.
TechSource? Like TechSource did that
Yeah.
for like TechSource did that for that is actually one of his largest streams of like viewers. Is he will do like a his community will send in submissions for like the best like setups, and
Yeah.
then he'll like take the ones that he sees best and then put them on.
Yeah. There's
Also,
another
I am kind of understanding. Hold on. One thing I just thought of that's like making me think. Hold on. No, all reactionary content isn't bad because also then what's gaming content?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gaming content's literally just reactionary content. So y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely
I
have
think
a
it-
point.
I think
It depends, especially with YouTube specifically.
Mhm.
It depends on what falls under fair use.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It depends on like there is a very set, strict guidelines on YouTube for what is fair use. It is.
There's a very the
It is.
guidelines
They
for
bend
free
their
use is-
rules for the bigger creators, obviously, but like for most creators, there is like it has to fall under fair use of you're actually transforming the content. You're
Even
making
so,
something-
I would not make the argument that there is a strict guidelines for fair uses because the guidelines for fair use is that it's transformative in some way or that it's made for educational purposes, something like that. And to what extent does it have to be transformative?
I'm saying it's strict
part
as
of it?
in there are hard limitations. You have to credit the original poster. You have to add something. As in now what constitutes as that is up to YouTube. But I'm saying
Okay, I
there
guess
are
I see
hard
that point.
rules. They can like obviously, like I said, they bend them.
There's a hard
like
rule.
the fact
I
there
think
was a no doxing rule that
that
Yeah,
Sniper
which-
Wolf.
which is just
crazy.
Dude,
fucking
taking a picture
wild.
outside of a man's house
Like
is insane.
How did she think that was a good idea?
Yeah.
I
No
don't
way
think-
she- no
you
way she
think
was like
she
this.
has good ideas.
No way she was like
Also,
this is
did you
gonna
got
see
me
her
there.
reaction to it?
I did not
Yeah.
see the reactions.
Her apology was the most PR fucking not her words
Was-
I've ever seen.
Was it worse than the ukulele?
be-
It was not that bad, but it was close.
Do you remember that whole scandal makes me
gossip.
giggle. Like
Yeah, no, it was-
like I'm sitting here like it's like wow, you did all these horrible things. I'm like that's awful.
Yeah, those horrible
And
things are
then
pretty funny to you, huh?
Played a really bad like those chords. Like there were some times I was watching that and I'm like some of these notes are like ghosting. Like you're not
Yeah.
playing these, Elvin.
No,
like
no.
this is horrible.
All right.
Guys,
It's
plays guitar,
funny,
plays ukulele. I'm so sorry. Plays ukulele again. I'm listing all those kids. Plays ukulele
Yeah, it's weird.
again.
That's all.
It's so
I'm
That's all
going
the
to clip
Minecraft
that.
streamers and YouTubers need to do.
What's
Play
up?
guitar and say sorry.
God
Play
damn.
guitar and play star. Oh, dude. That's like is it Camila Cabello who does like the dance apology?
Yeah, the TikToker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Not Camila Cabello. It's
Oh,
the other-
who's the TikToker?
Maybe
Who's
it's
the
not
TikToker who does the interpretive dance apology
Yeah.
after
Yes.
insulting her?
Oh,
like,
hang on,
ex?
Don't talk
it's
about
not Camila Cabello.
2019.
Don't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
That was Camila Cabello is the one that did Havana. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That was-
similar.
that was
Similar. I
Danny-
mixed it up.
oh,
That's my
no,
bad.
what's
I
her-
didn't.
No, what's her? No, it's starts with an S because she like did like bad sexual things with her to like her partner.
to, like,
Yeah.
her partner.
And there's like a video, like a
it's Jack
friend
Wright.
video.
Jack Wright's the dude.
Yes,
His
yeah. I don't remember her
his
name.
ex-girlfriend.
No, I just heard the dancing thing. I
It
didn't.
starts with an S.
I
I
wasn't.
think.
happened all the way back in like.
Hold on, I'm
2019.
It was
Googling it right
yeah,
now.
This was a
You
while
said
ago.
when?
Happened in 2019. I'm pretty
Serena
sure.
May.
It did not happen in 2019.
It happened
No,
in 2021.
the incident.
Happened in
The
2021.
incident.
The
that is in
incident,
question.
but not the
Yeah, the
dancing.
video
Yeah.
was
But
from
yeah, she does
2019
the
or 2020.
it's Serena May. She does the interpretive dance apology.
And it's so
But
it's
I
so
I
bad.
disagree. I think the apology I hate the most, and I can't remember what her name is, but it's that girl Hannah on TikTok who like she started inviting fans. I can't remember her name. I'll put it later. She started inviting fans over to her house, right? She started going not crazy, but she started saying like I'm off my meds. I'm having like a hallucinatory thing. And she like showed her address and people showed up. But while she was having this like mental break, as she was saying, because she was off her medication, she started like I watched like the TikTok live. I watched the TikTok she was posting where she was just like just a bunch of hate speech, just a bunch of like I hate black people, I hate Jewish people, I really
Sounds
hate
about
gay
right.
people, just a bunch of stuff where she was
Right.
just like, and I was off my
Thank you
medication,
for all
guys.
of those clips.
And he
by
was
the
like,
way.
no. But he was like, but she was like that. And then her apology is her to do a slam poetry thing. And she does slam
crazy.
poetry.
Oh my God.
And she does something that I hate, and it's so cringy because she goes, I can't remember
we
what
got
it
that
is,
for Carly,
but she's
you know?
talking about like how like people are all in her head, and I'll put the clip in a minute. We can put the clip in, or I can just show you guys after this. But she's just like, and all these people in my head, I cannot handle it. Whoa. Let's stop for a minute. It's insane. It's so
Jesus.
cringy to watch. It's like 3 minutes long. It's insane.
I'm gonna make that soundbite my like Twitch sub sound.
Just the
Whoa. And that
No,
and that,
no, not that.
Oh, B.
I hate.
No,
dude.
I don't actually. All
I
right.
know,
Okay.
but like,
I think he does.
It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
You should make that the raid sound whenever you
Yeah.
get raided.
God damn it.
No, but hold on. We can't talk about apologies without talking about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Keemstar.
Jesus Christ.
What did Keemstar do again?
And what
What
didn't he
did
do?
Keemstar do?
Keemstar's done so many things throughout all the many years.
What's
Like,
up,
remember that
guys?
one thing?
Killer Keemstar here.
Jesus.
Welcome back to what was it like?
Oh, I didn't start a timer.
Drama alert.
Drama alert, dude.
That still goes on to this day. Drama alert's still going on. But
I don't know how long it's been.
That's okay.
hold on. Do y'all remember the story of Keemstar when he did the he was insulting and making fun of this old dude, accusing him to be a pedophile, when he just straight up wasn't a pedophile? Did y'all hear about that story?
No.
So I'd have to look it up again to actually like get more information about it. But Keemstar's team proposed like, hey, here's this one guy who's looks like this sexual offender who recently escaped prison or some shit like that.
Oh, I remember this
You remember
actually.
this?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, 100%.
And he was streaming on Twitch. And it was just this sweet old man that was just playing League of Legends. I mean,
Okay, that's a crime.
yeah, I was about to say
federal crime.
federal crime
Jesus.
playing League of Legends.
Dude,
but
actually, little
I
thing
could
about
see
that.
you being into League of Legends, Drew.
I was
No.
when I was
Drew,
in
you
my,
would get into League of
I
Legends.
tried it. I could not.
My
Yeah.
duet partner that plays the flute,
Yeah.
we got to talking and they were like, hey, you play like any video games? And I was like, yeah, I'm playing like Valheim right now. I play some Overwatch sometimes. And they were like, yeah, I really like League of Legends.
Yeah,
I judge them so
Yeah.
silently.
yeah.
But like they play like Valorant and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool, whatever. But it was the League. I was like,
And that's what they led with.
Did I ever
No,
tell you my
it's-
brother almost got into League of Legends?
I remember that.
He downloaded it, he clicked through the tutorial without reading it, and then he explained to me, he was just like, yeah, I just didn't get the game, so I stopped playing. He did do the tutorial, so he didn't understand the game, so he stopped playing it.
That fully
Did you
makes
see that they
sense.
added
That
Utah
seems
to
about
League?
right. Yeah, they did.
They got me. I'm in. They got me.
That's all it took.
Put one of my favorite characters in there. I'll play. I'll jungle the entire time if you need me to. I don't care, baby.
Dude, that was me and
Top lane,
See,
bottom
the
lane.
fact that you know these things.
No, I only know this because I played a
Pokemon
League
Unite.
of Legends Pokemon Unite game.
Such a
where
good
it's
game, though. I
mobile
love
app.
Pokemon Unite.
the person
Yes.
also mentioned that they played Pokemon Unite, and I was like, yo, that brings
Pokemon
me
Unite.
back.
Pokemon
Pokemon
Unite's
Unite
fire
was
game.
actually fun enough that I
So
almost
much
played League of
fun.
Legends. Like, I'll get you on it. We'll
Like,
get you on it.
Pokemon
dude.
Unite, dude, that's some 11th grade seminar skipping
It's fun.
stuff right
It's
there.
fun.
Bro, my
Yeah.
Snorlax gameplay was on top.
I sucked at
No,
that
what my Ninetales gameplay? My Alolan Ninetales
Quinn
gameplay
was
like-
cracked, bro.
Of course, Quinn was cracked at it. Quinn's
Because
good at
it was his
every game.
obsession.
Quinn no lifes every game to just be best at it, and then he's just like, all right, I'm good now.
Yeah, I mean, who would do that?
But
Who
he
would
does
know
it.
life games?
Okay, but he does it for like fighter games, whereas you do it for like
Yes.
story games.
for every other game.
And I do it for
Yeah.
shooter games.
And not
Yeah.
shooters. Not shooters and not fighters. Every other game, though.
To be
I
fair,
will
though,
know life.
what was Quinn's personality? Like, could you
Quinn's cool.
define? No, I'm not saying he's a
I
bad
love
person.
Quinn.
I'm saying, can you define his personality?
Not really.
He's just a cool guy.
He's just cool. He's just. I think he's just a chill guy, and I think
Yeah.
that's all he is.
Literally, that's all he was just chill.
That's
Just
all?
a chill guy.
Just chill guy.
Yeah.
In my mind, Quinn's just an enigma. I can't remember
yeah.
what his sense of humor was. Like,
No.
I feel
It
like
was
every
like
single time he told a
yours.
joke,
It's like yours.
Like, hey, bean.
Yeah, and then he'd laugh really hard for like, and then because you're laughing right now.
Quinn was a very social sponge as far as I
Yeah,
remember.
100%.
Yeah.
He's just a chill guy, and it's awesome.
I remember we'd always talk about Record of Ragnarok. That was like
Yeah.
in our
Quinn
11th
read
grade year.
so much manga.
Yeah, he did.
So much
he did.
manga.
So, real quick, what were the other two topics?
Oh, the other two topics were Vald wanted to say what stories are worth telling, and I wanted to know who we would want on the podcast. What's up?
Let's
Yeah.
do Vald first. What-
Obama.
All right, so
I
hold
actually
on.
thought about that. I want Obama on the podcast, and I'm gonna say, Barack, why are we dropping bombs on innocent civilians? I'll ask him. I'll ask
Specifically
ask
children's
Barack
hospitals.
yes, I will ask
So
Barack the
can-
tough questions.
So, can we do something where, like,
And we're gonna
you
bring.
two,
we're
you
gonna
two
bring.
are on the couch, and
Yes.
we just
Yeah, and y'all are out. Y'all are
Yeah.
out, and it's
we'll
just
just
me.
like we'll pop in
and
every
the
once in a
president
while.
Every
of the
once in a while.
United States, and I will ask
Well,
him
not
why you dropping.
currently.
And also,
Well, he was.
the leader
Yeah.
of the school board.
no.
Yeah,
we
we'll have them both
really
at the
need
same
the
time.
leader of the
We'll have
school board
your
in here.
mom and Barack Obama on the same time, and I'll ask them both why are they dropping
Dude,
bombs
on
on
the
Barack
the
same
Obama.
couch.
Hang on. Barack Obama. Miss Ann.
Yeah.
My mom. Sheila.
Yeah, and it's not us, it's them.
It's
it's
just
them.
them.
And it's just them.
We could have Bush record.
Why?
Old man Bush recorded
it's
it.
Bush is behind the camera.
Yeah,
Just
Bush is behind
the
it.
camera.
I don't know.
Bush, can you cut my gain up?
Was
doing
that your
Obama?
Obama?
It's really
Doing an
bad.
Was
Obama
that your
impression? That's
Obama?
insane. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's
I don't know,
insane.
he has like a mid scoop. He's like he like talks from here.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You sound like a clicker.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, I want Obama
do
on,
that.
and I will
probably
to ask
bad.
Barack the tough questions that no one else is willing to ask.
So,
Definitely people have asked.
You know,
And yet, when I ask it, it's gonna hit a little bit harder.
You know,
I,
what-
I will say
and he's
it
gonna
is
be,
still
and he's gonna be like, "Whoa, I did that." I'm sorry. And he's gonna cry. And he's gonna
One
be
of
like,
the-
"I'm sorry."
One
And
of
he's
the-
gonna be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it."
one of the funniest
Was it
things
an accident,
that I've
Pookie Bear?
seen.
It was an accident.
Still one of the funniest things I've ever seen was the Between Two Ferns with Obama.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry,
It's
what?
So goddamn funny when they hit the button and they're in the Oval Office.
Yeah, that's
It's
funny,
So
that's funny.
I
goddamn
don't think I know what you're talking
You
about.
should
Between
watch
Two
that.
Ferns.
What?
Between Two Ferns. It's I don't know what the guy's name, but he's just a guy who
He's the
interviews
guy
celebrities.
from The Hangover.
Yeah, The Hangover.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Either way,
I really don't.
He's just a guy, and he just interviews celebrities, and he's just.
He's the
shits
one who
on
was in the
them.
I
Hawaiian
love
shirt.
that guy.
Have you seen the first Hangover?
I have, but it's probably been a while.
Do you know the guy in the Hawaiian shirt and the fanny pack?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
guy
Oh, really?
does like an interview. It's full like just he gets famous people on the podcast and
Hold
then
up.
just insults them. What?
I'm just gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah. But just look it up so you can
Who
watch
else
it
do
later.
we gotta do
Like how I said, we
Jimmy's-
should do or Vald's topic and then
we should
Oh,
do,
no, it's
okay.
okay.
we should do we should very much do the X game show. Except now we have 3 sets of X's.
Yes, dude, yes,
Who-
yes. I
so,
want to do
like, Would it? So let's do this since Jimmy's never had an X.
That's
no,
not
I'm
true.
kidding,
Jimmy
I'm
has
kidding,
one
I'm
X.
kidding.
No, that doesn't really
Yeah.
count. I mean, like, okay, we did it for 4 months, but in my mind, I'm like, it's not that deep because we're friends.
Yeah, it's
And
not.
none of
no,
y'all are
no,
friends
the,
with your
the point
exes.
of the
That's not
X.
true.
The point of the X cast. The point of the X cast is so we have bad X's.
is that we have bad
Dude,
exes.
dude,
I am
we-
friends with
we
Abby
line
and
up
we
we
text.
line up
God.
Dude,
Holy
yes.
dude.
Dude, no, my lineup.
What is
no,
this?
no,
The
no, no, no.
manipulation
My
trifecta?
lineup.
What
My
the
lineup.
fuck?
What would be my lineup? Because it's my game show, and I'm doing.
That's a domain expansion right there.
I have to come up with a cool name for it, but it's just me interviewing y'all's
Nerdy
exes.
shit.
And it's just like a game. I don't know. We'll give them like a prize or something, so they're like coerced to get on.
Like we will pay them.
Like we'll pay them.
We will pay for their
We'll
college.
pay them. We'll
Dude.
pay them.
There'll be like some
Domain expansion, manic manipulation.
Manic
And we
manipulation. That's great.
We just like we format it a little differently where the couch is turned. You're in
Yeah,
a chair
I'm in a
separate from the
chair.
couch. The three of them are on
Yeah,
the couch,
well,
and
no.
you're just sitting there like a therapist. So
I
how'd you
think-
do it?
Well, well, yeah, pretty much. I'll pretty much be like, why? And I think I'll do like maybe a trivia game show about you guys, maybe some sort of competition, but I'll do
Dude,
some
but
sort
have
of
it
game
all-
show.
Have like all like the answers to the questions after the time period in which we dated.
Yeah,
So
I'm definitely gonna mess
so-
with them
so-
100%.
what is Grayson's favorite lick to play on the guitar?
And then I think I'll get one-on-one time with all of them to do like interviews, but I only do one-on-one time with. And we go on a date, and then that's all. And then
damn
that's
it.
all we do.
God damn it.
That's all we do.
God damn
Dude, who would? Okay, so we would have on that show. We would.
I
have,
want Lydia. What's that girl's name? Emma. I want
Okay.
Emma, and then
Oh,
maybe
this is the one that might actually happen.
Yeah, this is the one that
Okay.
might actually happen. I want Lydia, Emma, and then I want one for you. But there's, yeah, I'll pull.
Dude,
That's a
that'd be
crazy. That's a crazy wild
callback.
card.
That's a
Wh-
crazy
wh-
callback.
The only one that I think might not
I see
happen.
her in public sometimes.
I have not seen her since
I have. I see
8th
her
grade.
Dude, I saw AJ for the first time in TJ Maxx the
Oh,
other day.
how's
Dude.
AJ doing? I miss that little guy.
Dude, he's turning 8.
I know. It's
Dude,
crazy, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good for audio listeners. You just
Yeah,
held your
oh.
hand up next to your chest and you're farting.
Okay.
God damn it! Don't
Don't
not
fart in
do
the
not
mic!
fart in the mic.
You're the one that has to
Don't
hold that
smell
next.
it. You
Ugh,
God, you
that's
are
disgusting. So yeah, I think
Why
we
do
can
we
give them
invite
like
this guy?
I think we'll give them like $10
It's my
to be
room.
on the show.
you are-
$500 if they win. What
Okay.
can I ask these women?
Hold on. Y'all make fun of me all the time for like being like gooning and
You're
that
a
kind
gooner.
of stuff.
You're a
gooner.
gooner.
You are a
That is-
degen. You are an absolute degenerate.
Okay.
Actually,
Just
this is so
100%.
true.
Point, though.
This is so true.
Like you live in filth. You constantly have so many gases erupting from all of
Hey,
your orifices.
I have had stomach problems my entire life, and can attest to that.
This
I-
doesn't
there-
Go
this
to a
doesn't tell
doctor.
your
No
Go
family.
to
way.
a doctor.
Oh, I have been. I have been to doctors about myself, and they straight up say it's just your genetics. It is just you as a person.
But this
That's-
is not helping your
They
case.
say
like-
L and then hold up the scans like a money spread.
Smoking the
Yeah, that's funny. We can't say that. We can't say that.
You can.
Oh yeah, okay.
smoking the pack.
Oh yeah,
you
sure.
know I have to bleep every name.
We
but-
gotta
Not
flash
every
that.
name,
Yes.
only the names that we have to bleep. There's names
Which
like,
is that
I can say
one.
Emma. We can say Lydia.
I
J-
still
J-
feel
Jimmy's like,
those
Jimmy's like,
names,
yeah, we
but-
can say.
We can say his names. Come on the podcast, please.
Jesus
Please.
Christ.
Isn't she in now, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not-
dude, UCLA.
No, yeah, she
Yeah,
went
she's
back.
Yeah, she went back.
I saw. Jason's
I stalked her
story.
like
I
360.
I saw one of her friends' story. She was here for the winter break. but that was
Yeah,
it.
I saw her Instagram. I follow her.
I also follow her.
Yeah.
Fucking-
See?
Okay, you do realize there's a very thin line between like finding somebody attractive and stalking, right?
It's not
like that.
stalking. I look
you-
on my Instagram and I happen.
I
Instagram
just
You
pops
happen
just
to know where
up.
she
happen to
lives.
go on her
Instagram-
profile. You just
No,
happen
I'm
to
not
see
clicking.
all of her
Oh,
posts.
I'm not
You
clicking
just
on her
happen to
profile.
make sure you
That's
don't like
what
them. Like, yeah.
Grayson does. I don't do that. Grayson stalks his exes.
What?
He shows it to me
God, that
all
was
the
the
That's
time.
such a
biggest
peak.
He
though.
shows it to me all the time.
Do you see how big yours is?
Because you screamed into your mic
What?
really loud. Well, if it's the purple, that's actually me. Yeah, I peaked a lot.
Mine's
All
the
right.
bottom one.
What? Okay,
stupid
well,
head.
who else would y'all want on the podcast then?
Dude, online
else?
friends.
Online friends? I'd love
Inviting Tracer would go crazy, dude.
Tracer, Diamond Bloxer.
Who else would I want to invite?
Pull Andy on.
Holy shit! You know who we could invite?
Who?
I still play with him every once in a while. We could invite Jibby.
We can invite Jivy.
Jibby Jab.
I haven't played with him in about a year, but every once in a while we would hop onto like what's
I
the
missed that
what's
on
the
Twin
actual
Saber.
game that's Rise of Nations, but it's like the actual one.
Oh,
Civ?
Hearts of Iron.
Hearts of Iron. Yeah, we would play that every once in a while.
No, I genuinely miss
The one
that
who
dude because
the one who taught us the honeycomb.
whenever we that was the dude who ran the Unturned server, right?
Yep.
But the
Yeah,
honeycomb
Well,
Jibby
didn't
was
run
like-
it.
The honeycomb technique
didn't
was
run it.
originally a Rust technique.
Oh no, we ran into him.
Yeah.
right?
We just ran into him.
Yeah, and I
then
shot him in the head. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Hey, you want to be friends?"
Dude, I have not met an online friend like that in years.
Yeah.
I could bring my Florida friends. You don't know them. You might have played with them once or twice, and you've definitely played with them.
Kinda
I
wanna-
love
I want to
I
bring on
remember-
some of
I
my
remember
VCU
Kay.
friends as well.
When I
You remember who?
Isn't that what I called her, Kay?
Oh, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Caitlin, Alex, Nylatak. That's Nylatak.
No,
it's
N.
Caitlin.
I called her
It's-
N
it's
because
Nylatak, 'cause it's
Nylatak
Caitlin
and
backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
I called her
Drew
N.
Boogoo.
hello.
Drew is a mean tenor sax player. Like, he's better than you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
No
Got
offense.
him.
You're trash.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
but-
Get your
it's,
racket.
it's saxophone or classical?
Both.
Val,
cool.
do you
Dude.
remember Quirk?
I think he's a senior this year, bro.
Mhm.
He's a
Not
deep,
gonna-
like
not
he's
gonna
a
lie, I
demon.
don't.
The
Like, he's so
Australian
good.
dude that I
Yeah.
started
Like
an unturned
I could
server
not
with?
keep up with him on my guitar
Hmm.
playing. No,
Wow.
no shot in the
That's
world.
crazy.
But I want to get Drew on. I love how I was like, he's better than you.
No, I really don't
want to
remember
get
Quirk.
Drew,
I don't remember.
Leo,
He was
Alex,
the one who stole like $50
Caitlin.
from me. Because I like
Um,
Venmoed him $50 so he could start the server.
Yep,
wouldn't-
I remember
wouldn't
that.
mind-
Yep, I remember that.
I wouldn't mind who else was from that time period. Sean, Bree, Kelsey, and Kat. Dude, it's been a long time since I talked to all of them. All of us, we played during quarantine. We were all like 16, 17 years old, and now like most of us are in college.
No, do you know
Shit,
who
dude.
would be crazy person to invite?
Who?
Beep.
Dude, it's been a long time since I
I
played with
wouldn't know.
Beep.
That would be a crazy
Holy
invite.
crap, I forgot that they existed.
I remember. Sorry if you're listening to this and you actually know who I am. I doubt that, but
Well,
they
your
were so
same name.
annoying. What is a fake name?
They
No.
were so annoying. Let's get them on. Let's get them
No,
on.
let's get them on. No, because obviously things have changed. Hopefully. But do you remember? Well,
damn
I'm
it.
the only one that thought the Beep was annoying. That was directed towards you.
I never really played with Beep a lot.
I didn't play with Beep a lot. I can't remember the reasons why I thought Beep was annoying.
Did Trace ever respond to you when you said game question mark?
No, but to be fair though, I invited him to play Rainbow Six
At like
Siege,
2 in the
so
morning.
I wouldn't respond to that either.
Yeah, see, I had a bunch of online friends during quarantine, but then I lost them in the divorce.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they went.
I had a lot of online
Some lean left,
friends,
some lean right.
but I left them because I stopped playing Siege. And they're like, "Okay, we're just not gonna play."
Do you
with
remember
anymore." And I was
Dark?
like, I respect.
Do y'all
that.
remember Dark?
I do remember
The
Dark.
Rainbow Six Siege Dark. Like that one guy. Do y'all remember Dark?
I do remember
Oh,
Dark.
I do.
Dude, that like you had
Yeah.
just gotten your PC.
Yeah.
That was like
Maybe
the end
don't
of Dark.
Do you
Point
remember
with
that?
the
Do you
mic.
remember?
It was me, you, and Tracer. It was me, you, Tracer, and Dark for a period of time, and then
Mhm.
Jimmy hopped in, and then it was
Yeah.
us. and then
Wasn't Dark like
disappeared.
really like actually racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark was
Yeah.
crazy
He
racist.
Oh,
I remember that, dude. Again, one of my favorite times of life ever was me and Grayson on any video game finding someone that were like, he sounds like he's gonna be racist. He sounds like he's gonna be homophobic.
And we bait him.
and we will just bait him into saying horrible stuff. Like we'd just be toxic and grief and just keen kill him until he would say horrible shit. We'd be like,
Report
"You're
him.
getting banned," and we'd ban him.
Okay,
and like
guys.
sometimes during matches he would get removed.
Guys, I
it
just-
was
we,
so
We
funny.
got so many people comment
Yes.
or just banned.
I just
That's
thought
awesome.
of the best idea for a stream we could do. We do that exactly, but on Team Fortress 2.
They wouldn't get banned.
They
though.
wouldn't care.
They
Team
wouldn't get
Fortress
banned,
2
but
doesn't care about slurs.
It's
Not at
true,
all.
Team
We
Fortress
could in
2 does not.
Valorant.
Yeah, we should
though.
do a stream where we just get people to say slurs.
yeah,
Well,
that
that's
sounds
funny,
so
when they get
entertaining.
Yeah.
Banned. Because I know that Team Fortress 2 is filled with like people.
You know, like
us.
those slurs will still exist on our streams.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Dude, you know
Okay,
what?
yeah, we
you know
couldn't
what we
stream
should
that.
do?
We
Your
cannot
mic is so
we
far
couldn't
away from
stream
your
that.
We should get like some of our friends from high school and like be like, yeah, you should come on. But like it's like none of us are in here and they just walk
Yeah.
in and it's them and their ex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be great. That's Jimmy's X-A-Thon.
Dude.
That's my X-A-Thon as well. Like I'll just sit down. I'll just interview you with your ex, and it's
Oh,
horrible, and you
God.
hate
That'd
me.
be so funny.
That'd be
And
that'd
if
be
you don't get any,
awful.
and whoever gets mad first, the other person gets
All right.
$5,000 or
First-
something.
Holy
like it's
shit.
ridiculous. You
But
just
you
have to be,
open that.
Yeah,
you have to like
he's
as soon as they walk in. Hey, don't leave.
Hey, you
will
want
get
$5,000, right?
$5,000 if you stay.
like a crazy amount of money.
First,
You might get
first two people we
might.
interview. Very first people we interview to do this.
that.
We have to
All right. We're cutting back in
Yeah.
now.
God
Unless we'll
damn.
just cut the names. It
Vald
doesn't matter.
made a really funny joke that we cannot
That we
put on
cannot
the
put
podcast.
because we know those people in real life.
Yep.
And
It's
they-
not-
and
it's not-
and
it's not
then-
any
right, though.
context
And
will be. And now we're cutting back in.
Cutting back in. All right.
No, let me speak my truth.
No.
Another person I want my friends that I did play Siege with. My friend Bobby and Matt. I want them.
They're
both
so
on.
cool. I
They're
love
very
Bobby.
cool
Dude,
people.
Me and Bobby,
Bobby-
I would just say stuff and Bobby would be like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
I would just say nothing and Bobby would be like, "What?"
You have to understand that Bobby is the world's most perfect human being in every way. You have to understand he's like 6'2", ripped, has like a perfect beard, perfect long hair, a fiance, a job, going into a career he loves.
Is that the
He's
one with the $1,000
super nice.
cologne?
I don't know. He dresses super nice. He has a bunch of nice rings. He literally is from, I don't know if he's not, but to me, he's the world's most perfect human
You
being.
hear that, Bobby?
Holy
Truthfully,
shit.
he's so cool. And then there's Matthew, who's ginger,
Yeah,
That's-
which
Matthew.
lowers him
Unforgivable
on the
sin.
totem pole a little bit.
Unforgivable.
Val, did you ever play with Hal?
I did play with Hal.
I played with
Yeah.
Hal.
I love Hal.
Holy shit. That was just like, I just remembered that
It'd be kind of
person
hard
existed.
since he lives in like what, Sweden?
You
Yeah.
invited Hal to play GTA with me and you.
Yes,
One time.
yep.
Like last year.
Because
Yeah,
y'all wouldn't play
years ago.
GTA with me, so I had to go find randos.
Well, no, this was during the time where we still played together.
This was, but you did not play that much.
Did anyone else?
Not
I'm
as much as I
assuming
did.
just me because I had to, because I was trying to buy GTA on Xbox,
Mhm.
right? I'm assuming just me had this experience because you had a PC, so you just bought it. Like it didn't
Right.
matter. But I genuinely had the experience
got it on
of being
Xbox.
like, well, no, but I don't even know if you had this experience or not. But I ended up being the unlucky kid who had the experience of walking with my mom to the person with a GTA thing in my hand, and the person was like, "Ma'am, do you know what the rating for this is?" And I looked at
Oh.
that guy and I was like, "Fuck you, God damn it."
Okay, similar experience, but okay. So the person that actually lives right across the street from the house that we're recording in right now, we were best friends growing up. Like, I would be over at his house literally every night after school, every day, and we would go to his brother's Xbox and we would play GTA. I think we played GTA 4 for a while, and then we played GTA 5. And the like fake state that GTA exists in is called San Andreas. So that is the like code name that we came up with for the game.
That's
so,
a bad
Oh,
code
wow.
name, by the way.
I don't think
but
it's a
my
bad
parents,
code.
what are my parents gonna like?
Yeah,
they're gonna
the
look
parents
up.
won't
They're
know.
not gonna look that
We'll
up.
get that to there in a second.
We'll get yeah, because it did get found out, but that's not why. So anyway, so I would go over there, and this was for like 3 years straight, and like it was from 2nd to 5th grade. I would go over there like every day after school, and we would just play GTA, and we would kill people. But I only had one rule because my dad's a firefighter, so I would be like, "Don't kill the firefighters." That's my dad.
That's like, I told you guys that. That's like Elon Musk. That's
What?
like Elon Musk. You guys know Elon Musk has never played GTA 5. He posted something
Oh my
on Twitter
God.
or
I
X
did see that.
a
Yeah.
while ago where he's like,
Yeah,
I'm
X, thank
sorry,
you very
I'm
much.
not excited for the new GTA 6 game. I never got through GTA 5. And people are like, why, Daddy Elon? Why? And he was like in the
Daddy
first mission,
Musk.
he was like in the first mission where I had to kill cops.
I have to
I
see
just
this.
couldn't bring myself to do it.
myself to do
I-
it.
God
I-
damn it.
I just backed my boys in blue.
Jesus.
It hurts my soul.
Yes.
Okay.
I.
That was a little too zesty.
What is it?
That's crazy.
But no, and so, but eventually, I was trying to get my mom's phone, so I lied, and because I was trying to get the phone to like watch YouTube or something, because I
Mm.
didn't have a tablet or anything at this point. I don't even think like this was like Kindle era. This was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. But
with
so
a
I
little
didn't even.
with a little like
Those
fake
Kindles were
rubber
fire, by
case.
the way.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I had gotten mine taken away for whatever reason, probably because I was looking up stuff I shouldn't have.
That
and-
tracks.
Yeah.
that
Give
makes
it
sense.
history.
Same kind of thing going on now.
Shut up. So, dude, the amount of times I just opened my phone, I'm like, I forgot I looked at it. It's bad.
Dude,
But-
that's like,
That was
dude, you
with
don't
the
know how many
piss.
times over the last like 2 or 3 days I keep opening my phone and there's women pissing on my phone. Like it's bad. It's bad. Like it's bad. And I deleted it, and eventually I was just like, oh, and I deleted it. But like, dude,
There's women pissing. Sorry.
See that the only time I've ever had that problem is in 10th grade when I was locked in my house and I was like a goon god because I was sad and it was quarantine, and I would like open my phone in like front of my mom and I would just see the thing and I would just shut my phone off, put it down, and she'd be like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna show me something." I'd be like, "Nah, I forgot."
I think one time my dad asked to do something on my phone, and I thought there's porn on my phone, so I grab it from him and like standing so close to him, I go 1 second, and he goes, "Why?" And I'm like, "Do you want to know why?" And I just swipe out, and I'm like, "There it is, right there."
God damn
I'm
it.
like, oh, my dad.
Hold on, I didn't-
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw
Hold up,
so many.
real quick, let me finish it, and then you can go. So the way that I got found out was I had lied to my parents, and they were like, and I slipped up. I had like probably like a Freudian slip where I was just like, yeah, I need to look up something for Carlos. I need to look up something about GTA, and they were like,
Yeah.
GTA, and I was like,
GTA.
no, San Andreas, and they were like, wait a minute, and they
Wait a
looked
minute.
up, they looked up San Andreas, and
Mhm.
it came up with the GTA 5 map, and I was like, fuck. And then I got my parents' version of grounding, which isn't like, oh, you're not allowed to go hang with your friends, or you're not allowed to do this. It was literally just like like they would take all of my stuff, everything. Literally, they would gut my room of anything to do. They would be like, you can invite people over. You cannot go to other people's houses, and you can play outside. That's it.
It's
that when you
not
fucked a
really.
It's not that
mattress?
bad. It's not that
Is that
bad.
what you
to
fuck
be
a
honest.
mattress?
Didn't
Huh?
you fuck a mattress during that time?
Say it into the mic.
So it wasn't a mattress. It was a box spring and a mattress that like on top of each other.
Ugh, that's gross. That's
Yeah.
gross. You're gross.
Yeah, I
You know
lost.
what's-
I
Did you guys-
technically that was the
did your-
technically no. That was not the first thing I had.
Did
sex
your
with.
parents ever catch you looking at porn? Because my dad
Yes.
did one time.
Didn't we talk about this?
I don't know. Not on a podcast.
Not on an episode.
No, it
Which
was on
again,
an episode. It was one of the first ones that's
That
never
didn't
gonna get
happen,
It
released.
yeah.
can't get released.
Well, not can't get released because it's bad or something. It's literally unusable.
It's just
No, that's what I
unusable
mean. It's
content.
unusable.
No,
I'm
I
like,
thought
not-
you meant-
Yeah,
there's
because you had the
definitely sections
phasey
in there.
mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had. God,
I
those
still
are
have
not
those
very cheap.
recordings. I can.
We
I'll
can- I
show
think
We
we
you
should
should
all.
look
release
through
them
them for
one
fun.
day, but
Show
Like
you
the
all.
release different portions where just Vald isn't talking.
because God, it's no. Hold on. For a bit of
It's-
context, that's from the very first recording where we tried to use these mics that we're currently using, but we didn't have the technology to use them.
Dude, that was
It's-
jank.
It was
yeah,
so
it was bad.
jank.
It was bad.
And
we
so it
had
ended up
like
happening-
at one point we had 3 different mixers.
3 different audio interfaces.
It was
We were like, this will
awful.
work. This will work.
This
And
will
so-
be fine.
Just imagine my current voice tuned down like 3 octaves lower, and it's auto-tuned to hell, and it's awful. It's
Yeah, it's bad.
just
And it's just
awful.
It's
so
also
boosted.
picking up everybody else.
And
Okay.
it sounds almost like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
just
sounds
not
it sounds
good.
like their voice is phased.
And
I
what's
don't know
wild
why it
is
was
we had the
specifically
gain
me,
turned
but-
all the way down.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
And, yeah.
Okay, so how did your who
God, I forgot to start it
caught you
again.
looking at porn?
No, remember I feel like I talked about it last time, but
Last
where-
episode?
I think so.
First
It might-
episode you
it
talked about
might have
getting
been the-
caught? So just say it real
But
quick.
it wasn't necessarily that I got caught. It was the like my parents didn't say anything. They were like, no, I asked my
Bless
dad.
Thank you.
God damn, why did you?
This
say-
D1 bless you prospect.
I'm ready, bro.
Frame one.
So no, like they had apparently caught me when I was like 5th, 6th grade, and
Yeah.
I had like years later in like 10th or 11th grade, I asked them, I was like, have y'all ever caught me? Like, have y'all? Because I've never because Matthew got caught watching it on
Yeah.
like, flat screen. I know. in the living room.
remember that.
Oh my god, that's so funny. What was he watching? in the back
Who
room?
did
In the
no,
back
it
room
was
of your
one of the.
house?
It was one of the.
That was the Wildcrats,
What's her
wasn't
name?
it?
What's her name?
Kim
Who's the
Possible?
one? Who's the one who got in trouble for saying a slur in a rap? I forget her name.
Riley Reed.
Yeah,
Reed?
yeah, it was
So
her.
he's
Riley
watching.
is
Okay,
100%
so your
Reed.
brother is
Is-
pants down watching
Yes,
Wiley Reed
where
on the
there is a
flat screen.
camera pointed
Oh
directly
my
into the living
God.
room.
You're dumb.
He's
He
so
is, no,
stupid.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like,
He's got
apparently-
special
How do you
stuff.
just
like,
open your phone and you look at your son in that position in the back room, in the back living room?
yeah.
How do you open
just
your
that-
son in that position?
Anyway,
God,
I'm
that's
sorry.
horrible.
about
How do you
opening your
open the
son.
phone? How do you open the whatever? Doesn't
But
matter.
no, so it was around that time that happened. So I had asked my parents. I was like, "Have y'all ever caught me?" Mom went no, and Dad went, "Yeah, I caught you once, but it was anime girl, so I don't think it counts."
That's funny.
I didn't think it. I didn't.
Was
It wasn't that
caught
bad.
one time, and it's because my mom has the Wi-Fi thing, which she can see your screen if you're on the Wi-Fi, and this was oh god, this was back when I was.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God,
Oh,
dude, I'm
no.
so sorry.
Speaking to the mic when you speak.
Grayson
my
just remembered the
God.
full story. And
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
You say it.
You
Say
have
it.
to,
Say it. Say
you
it. Say
have
it.
to
You
now.
have to.
Come on.
But hold up the mic when you do it.
Okay, come on.
So I did not use any websites. I would use Snapchat premium accounts.
He showed me one time. He showed me. I was like, "How did you do it?" He's like, "Here's how I did it." And he like showed me.
And-
He was
and-
like,
and I
"You
just
type
boop,
like
boop, boop, boop.
moist into the search bar."
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
it was
God.
horrible. That was a time of life. And then my mom, it was like 3:00 in the morning, and if you've like you all have been in my house. My mom's room is really close to the bathroom, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go downstairs.
Wait, this was at
My new
the
house.
really
Yeah.
right. I forgot you're new.
Okay.
Late
Yeah.
bloomer.
Late
Ever since
bloomer.
then, I was never caught and don't really do it
Yeah.
at all.
How did your mom? What did your mom say to you?
I went upstairs and she goes, Grayson, what is this? And I was like,
So yeah, so Grayson obviously just talked about how he doesn't do it very often. This is when we're gonna run the ad about Edie. You know, it's a serious issue that like a lot of people suffer from.
ED.
Erectile dysfunction.
Oh,
See, he knew it.
Sorry.
See, he knew it.
Sorry.
Dude,
And we thank you.
eating
thank our sponsors.
disorders.
We're eating. I was
Yeah.
like, we're gonna talk about eating disorders after
no,
coming.
I go
Yeah.
upstairs and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I am minding my business. You need to be asleep. You have work in the morning. I don't.
I think you're minding someone else's business.
Damn.
And I was like, because keep in mind, this is quarantine, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
In the trenches.
No, this was like 9th grade quarantine, so like March when like you just didn't have to do school if you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean if you didn't want to? You just didn't have to.
Yeah,
like,
you didn't
there
have
was
everyone
no-
It was
pretty
an
much
instant
passed at
pass
that
on
point.
everyone.
Yeah, there was like literally nothing.
that's a crazy thing to think about. But
Yeah.
anyways.
I have a story about
I remember my Spanish teacher trying.
Yeah.
Oddly, I also
Please,
remember
Mr.
my
Keller
Spanish teacher
tried,
trying.
bro.
Do the assignments, please. I can't require you, but please do that. I'm like,
Please,
what?
Um,
why would you say that?
But I go upstairs and my mom goes, Grace wants this, and I'm like,
Oh.
and I just started crying. I just started crying.
Y'all laughed at 6. That was creepy.
And I was like,
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I'll never do it. I'm sorry. I did it the next day.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
right.
I'll never do it again. And she's like, Grayson, it's okay. Guys your age do it. That's fine. The 6th time that day.
Then,
Oh,
damn.
dude. Dude, you're a
damn,
monster.
Still
You're a
rookie, but like,
monster.
Dude, in 10th grade, I was a monster. In 10th grade, I mean, probably not as bad as the gooner over here. I'm not dapping you
Drew,
up.
what's your record?
That's your bait hand. I'm not doing
are
that.
we actually
Say-
talking
say-
about this?
Say your record
Hold
on
on,
air.
hold on,
Say-
wait,
say your
wait.
record on air
Wait.
like a monster.
But here's the thing. I went back, and from that day, you know what I'd do? I'd use my cellular data 'cause she couldn't track that.
You shouldn't have been doing
Damn
that.
And I
it.
just went, boop, and then by that time, probably like a week later, I was like, the Snapchat Premium sucks. Porn.
Poor. Yeah.
That's how. So
Yeah,
my parents kind of caught me in a similar way, and I'm sure my mom has caught me, but my dad is the only one who ever mentioned anything. Where I don't remember what year it was, but basically, sorry, I'm getting Canvas notifications. Basically, what it was is I'm standing in the kitchen. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He goes, we gotta talk. And I'm like,
Oh.
and immediately, because I was just upstairs, I was like, I'm cooked. I'm like, this is it. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, all right, all right, let's see it. And he's just like, well, with the new screen time thing, we can, no matter what, we can go into settings, go to Canvas or not Safari, and see what you are looking up. Like literally website for website, what you were looking up. Because not only did my parents take that away, they locked incognito mode on all of our devices, right? Obviously, after which by the way, at some point I went, I do not care.
Yeah,
At some point,
yeah.
I was just like, you're forcing this on yourself. I was like, you don't have to look, and I don't. But they
Yeah,
basically.
it definitely got to a point with that.
Yeah.
Like after I talked to my parents about it, the exact same thing.
Yeah,
I was just like,
but
it's
he
your choice
did-
to look.
He did no, but here's what my dad told me. My dad told me, he goes, so I can't remember it. I think he put an arm around me like a psychopath, and he goes, so this, and he shows me it, and he goes, Pornhub.com, and I'm like, and at that point I look up, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, because you got me. I can't lie my way out of this one. I was like, yeah, dog, like I did that,
I know.
and he goes. It's fine. He goes, you know, you got to be better. And he goes, and don't you dare let your mother find out. And literally, I was just like, cool. And we went to gymnastics. I just went to gymnastics. Like, I don't know, like.
Went to gymnastics
So, okay,
immediately
here's
after.
the thing, and this is in both of y'all's cases. Why did they bring it up if it was just gonna be fine? Like
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
get in
I
trouble, so
don't know.
why
I
bring
don't
it
know.
up?
And I don't know why my dad was like, don't let your mother find out.
Well, no,
I don't
hold
think
on.
my mom cares.
Yeah.
I do kind of understand like a parent's point of view of being like, okay, they entered this stage of life. Parents feel obligated to like, you know, their nurturing and guiding role where
I
they're
didn't.
like,
Your
well, that's-
parents.
They didn't say,
Yeah.
oh,
Your
yeah, do we want to
parents.
talk? Do we want to talk about the other time I got caught?
Yeah, maybe. We'll talk about that in a second.
but
But
hold
you're
on.
saying.
So as I was saying,
Sorry.
as a parent, it's kind of your job to like be a guiding figure for your children.
Touch my.
So if you find out
feet.
that they've entered like a new stage, ooh, oh spicy.
Oh,
If you find out that the kids
ow,
entered a
dude.
new
Is
stage
your
of life,
hand okay?
My, I feel fine.
Yeah, I know you punch things often.
you want to actually like guide them and nurse them through it. So I can understand that.
I'm
Right.
horny.
Hmm.
What?
Yes,
Drew, I'm
I
gonna
agree.
Sorry, I was
smack
too
your
Like a
busy. I was
guiding-
too busy
Turn
spanking
around, I'm
Drew.
gonna smack your ass.
Oh boy.
No, stop. Keep going. Stop. Keep going. This is not funny.
Oh
You just keep
boy.
going.
Well, I was doing my statement, but they weren't listening.
Yeah, but I agree with you where like if my parents had come to me and been like,
Gross.
you're at this stage of life, let's talk about it. But they had a talk with me in 6th grade about it, and that was in like 10th grade over quarantine. So at that point, my dad was like, we don't need to have a conversation. So he didn't need to have a conversation with me about it because we've already had that conversation. I'm already well aware of what's going on, and he didn't even give me any more advice. He just wanted to let me know that he knows I watch porn, which is insane.
That
Okay.
is kind of
See,
insane.
See, if it's my son,
I guess
right?
that's what he
he comes down and I catch him. I'm gonna be like, look, dude, I know what you just did. I don't care. I do not care. I really
But
don't.
God cares.
But you're
And you best believe you should stop.
But guys, real talk. Y'all think Jesus gooned?
Don't stop. That's just
No.
not funny. Keep going.
No, it's not. Anyways, I'm gonna be like, look, I don't care. Well, I get it. You're in that time of life. If you turn out like your Uncle Drew, I'm killing you.
You
are
can't goon.
dying.
And you sit down, you have a presentation, you're like, this is gooning. No, don't do it. I know it's tempting. Many warriors have fallen to gooning.
Especially
No, don't.
especially this one. And it's a
It's
picture
just
of
like
Drew.
30 pictures of Drew.
It's Drew, but he has like the Sukuna eyes. Drew, the king of gooning.
The king of gooning.
Damn
The
it.
strongest king, the strongest gooner of the.
I'm imagining
It's
y'all
like-
have like a picture of me like drunk.
I alone.
No,
or
it's not-
passed
it's
out
not
drunk
drunk.
or something.
Here's the thing:
It's
if
not-
you're gonna be like me, you have to be correct because I alone am the edging one.
Yeah, and the edging one. I think no.
Damn
The
it.
photo of Drew is him
heaven and
in him in his room. It's him in his room, pants down, like hand on his dick, but he's like shriveled up, and he's just like he couldn't make it for
You
much
mean
longer.
like the picture, like the scene of Voldemort in like the last Harry
Yeah.
Potter movie where he's all like
Yeah, he's,
shriveled
like,
up,
shriveled up and he's like a
and,
baby. It's like that.
fetus.
It's like that. But or have you seen like the what's the city Pompeii? Have you seen Pompeii? And they were just like the longest edge ever because they uncovered a new like
Yes!
volcanic statue, and the guy's like legs spread, like hand over his like crotch area, and people are like, he went
Been
out in
edging for
style. Yeah, he
centuries.
went. Yeah.
doing the thing he loved.
All right, we have like 6 minutes left if we want to do a goodbye.
So hang on, one thing I do want to say. One
Didn't
thing
even get to
that
my
I
topic.
would like
I'm
to
so
do
sorry.
on the podcast for people to come in, speed dating, bro.
Yes, we should
Oh.
match our friends up. Let's make
I
horrible
agree.
decisions.
Yes.
Gotta play Cupid. That'd be
Yes,
awesome.
let's play Cupid.
But like every episode, one of us is matched with someone. It's only one of us, and we have to like.
Yeah, we'll match each other with our friends. That's horrible. Let's do this.
That sounds
I'm only
awesome.
friends with y'all.
No, I have. That sucks.
Y'all are my only friends.
Looks like you have to make friends, and every time you're like, oh, well, okay, but I need a podcast.
Brand new friends.
Brand new friends for
Okay, but
podcast materials.
We really need to do. I remember me, you, and you.
Yeah.
Me, you.
Me, you, and you. No
Um,
explanation needed
not-
for
not
audio
Drew.
listeners.
When we went to so for audio listeners, as you said, me, Jimmy, and Grayson, one time, 2 years ago, we went to the state fair,
Yeah.
and we were talking about how
That was
we
last
should
year.
just. Was it last year?
That was last year.
Okay. And we just said, when we said,
Yeah.
what we need to do is point at people and ask them for their
Oh,
number.
that's the TikTok game point and shoot.
We need to do that,
What-
but in real
hello?
life.
Point. Okay.
Have you
so-
never?
So, Drew,
oh,
what
you
do-
don't kill
what
people. You don't
what
kill
you
people.
do is you aim is one of us. So let's say you're playing. What we do is we walk around. We see someone that you think would be attractive, or even if you don't, just mess with you, and we aim at them. and We go fire. And you have to go ask for their number.
Yeah, and we never did it because we were all pussies.
Yeah, we were pussies.
I would do
But
that.
now we're not
right?
pussies.
Well, I do it now. I
That
do
would
it
be
now.
so
I
fun.
still wouldn't.
I do it now.
I would do it.
I wouldn't.
Hell
I'd
yeah,
do
I'd
it
do it.
now.
I would have done it back then, but y'all pussed it out.
We'll
No.
go to the state fair this year. We'll do it.
You know what I will do? Like Jimmy be like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're cute," and I'm over and I like look over and I'm like peeking.
It's like one of those TikToks where it's like, my friend over there thinks you're cute, and then they look over and the guy runs to get
Sprints
over there.
Yeah.
Dude, I
But-
would do that. That I would do. I couldn't just be like, "Hey, can I get your number?" That sounds so douchey. Be like, "Hey, my friend over there thinks you're cute." Just like sprint over. Like, what's up?
Sprint an uncomfortable amount of distance.
Yeah,
Dude,
you have to
that'd be
sprint far.
hilarious.
You have to
Hey,
run
my
like a
friend over
football
by,
field.
My friend over by that tree. The tree is
That
a
one
quarter mile
way
away.
over there.
and then like you throw a pair of binoculars over your shoulder.
Turns and she's like, "Yeah, which one?" And she just hears you like drop your stuff and you're just sprinting.
And
gone.
you like trip and you're on all fours. You're like scrambling up to your feet.
Going feral.
It's literally like a feral run.
Yeah.
But real quick.
We don't have to cut any of that. We can leave it in. Doesn't matter. It's just less
I
work
don't
for
know.
you.
It's
It just
whatever.
shows that I'm broke, y'all.
Which we all
We
all
You
know.
do
have
Grayson.
that broke mentality
You
too.
do.
I do.
You really don't have the gains
You
mentality.
can really
I
tell
have money
who
right
has,
now.
like-
Is funny.
yeah, good job.
I was about to say I have a
Did you
decent
just
amount of
touch
money
his
too.
leg?
No, I touched the.
Oh, I thought you wanted.
I just don't want to.
Good job.
I've done that a lot.
It's just not spending money, so I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
So I'm broke when
But
I'm
real
not
quick,
broke.
the thing that we mentioned earlier but didn't go back to, about like my parents.
Oh yeah.
Questionable. So look, it's not questionable. It's just that like
Your mom can do nothing wrong.
Oh no. She can mess up. Love her, but she can mess up.
No, she can't.
Oh, okay. All right.
But-
I want a
so-
healthy relationship with Drew's mom,
again,
where we
after,
can critique each other.
God damn it,
You can build trust.
Drew, I want to build trust with your mom.
Uh-huh.
I want to build a loving relationship with your mom.
Jesus Christ.
Drew, do you need a father figure?
Dude, can she please never listen to this? Because I don't want to go back to your house. I don't want to go to your house.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, that makes me
I don't
nervous.
wanna go to your
I
house.
told her she can listen to it at her own peril.
That's what I told my grandfather.
Yeah.
He was like, "Can I listen to it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can listen to it, but our relationship will be changed forever."
So,
Changed
like, but
forever.
no, but to get the story over with, so we can get to Vald's topic, was so with one of my previous exes, apparently my parents knew that we were messing around in my room and just let it happen, to the extent that literally there were a few times that they walked in while it was happening and we like scrambled to like cover what we could,
Who?
and then just like said something and then walked out.
Who? Yeah, I know. I missed
Obviously.
that.
But
Blah,
yeah, there was literally one time I had, because it was like the first time where it was with my old bed, which was like a little higher. It was like an older like queen size bed, and it had a box spring, so it was really high up. So after I had my surgery, it was really hard to get into. But so I don't want to describe. I don't know if describing this is appropriate on the podcast, but whatever. So
It's fine.
it's
What is flash like an 18 and plus up warning?
literally, but it's literally, so it's her laying on the bed,
Yeah.
feet on the floor, me behind. No,
Yeah.
feet on my shoulders, laying on the bed.
Yeah.
I'm standing. Someone comes in. She grabs a blanket, covers, and I drop to the ground and try to like wiggle up.
No, but that is.
and then me, sweaty, just stands up, shirt half off,
shirt on.
and I'm just like, yeah, what's up,
Shirt on,
mom?
And you're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
I would walk in and dap my son up.
Hey, dude.
There was another time where we like didn't stop. But anyway, well,
God, that is
that's
so
another-
traumatizing to your lovely mother.
Just talking to your mom. Just, hi, mom.
no, not that.
How you doing?
Going on?
No, it was.
I have a story like that.
Getting
So
freaky with
there
it.
was one time. It was the second time I ever slept with anyone. In deep regret, tell this story. For the viewers, at this point in time, it has been 2.5 years, and I am thankful that it's been 2.5
His
years.
virginity has grown back.
Yeah, and I'm blessed. Honestly, I'm so happy. Like low key, the thought of it now is like, ew.
Bless up, dick dry. That's
Ugh.
I don't know why I separated my
Balls full, dick dry.
balls.
Soul saved. Balls full, dick dry, soul saved. Like, dude, can we make that a T-shirt?
No, that
Yes!
needs to be one of those like
T-shirt.
those like the wooden like live laugh love signs.
Yeah.
But it-
Balls full, dick
the
dry,
little like pamphlets they
soul
hand
saved.
out.
Oh my
to, like,
God.
oh my gosh.
I'm putting it down on my
yeah,
phone.
we
We'll
need
make
to go
t-shirts.
door knocking. And just be like, do you have a moment? Do you have a moment to talk about?
Do you have a moment to talk about your sinful sex life?
Sinful Sex Life. That's such a good album.
And then we can
name.
put like Church of Latter-day Saints underneath. Like we sponsor them.
Dude, that's
God
crazy.
damn.
The Church of Scientology.
Oh
yeah,
Jesus!
yeah. It's kind of the
Latter Day
same.
Saints.
I mean,
kind
not
of
Jesus.
But anyways, I am doing a thing. Doing a
Gross.
little- Actually, no, because they've stayed full. Because every single time I had ever done anything with anyone, I never completed the act.
Cool.
All right, we are
Okay, we are back.
baby.
Sorry, we had to stop because they had to talk to their mommy. But
Mommy, stepmommy.
don't say it like that. But okay, what were we talking about?
I was telling my story.
Yo, yeah.
So essentially,
Oh, balls full.
here we go. So I'm doing my thing, and then my phone starts going off. This is before I had my do not disturb on, so my phone did go off. And I'm like, what's that? My mom calling me.
Yeah.
Picked up my phone. I talked. Hey, mom. I didn't stop. I had a full conversation.
I have a
with
similar
her.
story.
Oh,
I had
I've done that
full
a lot.
Conversation with her.
I've had several
Hung up,
conversations
said bye.
with you.
Although,
I'm FaceTiming you from now on, Drew. I'm not calling you anymore. I'm FaceTiming you from now on just to be sure.
You know
Let's be
what?
clear of what's
it's
happening.
like,
No.
it's like, no. Yeah, keep talking.
No, there was one time. There was 100% one time.
I'm listening. Yeah, just ooh, yeah.
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 No, there was definitely
like
a
that.
time Now that I'm like, I 100%, there was definitely a time but when I was still friends with y'all,
Mm-hmm.
before, like, during early COVID, where
Yeah.
we were all on a Discord call, and then I was also on FaceTime.
Oh no, I know, because you told me that.
Yeah.
It was
I've
me and
definitely-
you. We were playing fucking Farming Simulator.
Yeah,
And you were getting a fucking
No, I
blowjob.
love the wheat. I love the wheat. Yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you're making jokes.
Oh,
You were selling
Vald.
grain. You were selling grain, Jimmy. That's the funny thing. We were working on a grain
Sow
farm.
them seeds. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
sow
sowing
them
oats,
seeds.
bro.
Farming Simulator.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Sow them seeds. Oh, do you the amount of times you'll be like, I have to
Oh,
use the
the
bathroom.
market's up
I have to use the
today.
bathroom again. Sorry guys, I have to go use the bathroom again.
Dude. Dude. See, the good thing is it's like I have really good speed control, so like if it has to be just a quick little bathroom break, I can do
Okay,
that.
let's stop with that.
Oh,
Vald had a
okay.
topic and
No,
we
hold
have
on.
25 minutes
Before we get
left.
to the topic, because we might just save the topic for later.
We have
So-
25 minutes left.
I have a story for y'all
Oh,
that has
boy.
to do with
Yeah?
what we were just talking about.
Mhm.
I've never told a soul this.
Oh.
This is
Hang on,
perfect. This is perfect.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold
pour
on.
more juice.
Hold
pour
on.
more
I'm gonna
juice.
zoom in on this.
Get some more marmalade real quick.
Don't spill it.
Marmalade? I feel like marmalade's a thicker
Hold on,
name
wait,
than
wait,
just
keep pouring.
I just love the term marmalade.
Oh yeah, get that good pour.
Oh yeah, there we go. Lovely.
Would y'all do
It
DMT
bounced.
on the podcast?
Hmm?
Would y'all do DMT on the podcast?
No.
Like 1 million Patreon subscribers?
Yes.
Would y'all do... All right, there you go. Found his number.
Found his number.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, hang
I
on,
have a
hang on.
story.
What is DMT?
I'm not telling you. You're doing DMT is all I'm saying.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
If I said no, assume it's bad.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That's
Would you do
very true.
ketamine?
Oh, DMT's a drug?
What do you think?
You want to become a K-boy? Ketamine?
No.
Pussy. Ah, yeah, he did ketamine. I'm gonna get him to do ketamine.
I remember seeing a TikTok where a doctor was like describing the stuff that they were gonna give, and they said, "What did they say?" I think they said ketamine. No,
Yeah,
what did
ket?
they say? No. They said something.
Ketamine. Yep. Doctors use ketamine all the time.
Yeah, but
You
they
can
said,
control
horse
those.
tranquilizer.
Lots of horse.
and the
lots.
guy went, "Get him." Because he was like, he
No,
was
it was
under
fentanyl, not ketamine.
It was fentanyl. It was like
Fentanyl.
fentanyl. It was like, no, it's the good kind. And
It's a
he was
good
and he
kind
like
of
laid back
fentanyl.
down slowly.
If I-
Anyways,
No, so
I need to hear this
Let
story.
Val's
Yeah, yeah,
story
yeah,
go.
yeah, Vald,
The
Vald.
story
I
that
don't know.
the unheard story.
speak, but make
I
sure.
have never told a
Wait, hold up.
soul this story.
Well, is
Just
there
keep
another
going.
soul involved? Because I feel like
There's two other souls involved.
Whoa.
Huh?
Whoa.
Yo, that's
Oh,
crazy. Keep talking.
what?
Keep talking. Keep
Do you know
talking.
Mr.
Oh.
Who's Mr.
Was the bald cancer guy that ran the specialty center?
The smoke boy?
The smoker.
Yeah,
Smokes, yeah.
yeah, the
Uh-huh.
smoker.
Yeah, the one that.
Oh
yeah,
God.
we have to bleep his name
No. Yeah, we
have to
probably
bleep
for this
no.
story.
Okay.
Our
so-
teacher.
Okay.
In
So
education.
me and my ex, right?
Yeah.
I won't say the name because I won't give
We
you any
also have
extra.
to bleep the teacher's name.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
100%. And occupation. We
So-
just say
And-
teacher.
we'll
Just say
it was
teacher.
our okay. We'll bleep so much. It was a teacher at our school that everybody knew.
So, how much detail y'all want?
All of it.
All of it, and we can bleep some
Yeah.
of it.
Okay, so
Let's put a.
And then the.
It's just full. Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
We'll bleep-
it's just what?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she
Keep going.
is-
Keep
No,
going.
wait.
Keep going. Keep going.
See, I
So-
wish that the noise gate worked well enough that I could just mute
just mute my.
Yeah, you have to like.
Vald.
You have to cut Vald's audio, right?
I can, but it might still get picked up on yours.
Ooh,
Just 'cause the gate
so
is
let's
like-
just have to cut all audio in that moment. All right,
Maybe.
keep going,
Okay,
keep going.
so
We'll see.
Mr. Right, y'all know that he used to smoke outside, like that little courtyard area, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's the only reason why it's still unlocked to this day, because I went out
Yeah.
there recently. So, one time, I didn't know he was smoking out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so one time during lunch, me and my ex were, doing things. So she was on her knees in front of me, right? Meanwhile, I am, for lack of a better term, fully plugged in. Like,
Hello?
trying-
Like you're locked
Hello?
into the moment.
let's say
Or-
that. No, like,
Butt
Okay,
plug
okay.
in ass,
Yeah, yeah,
fully
yeah.
plugged
Like,
in.
I plugged it.
she- no, she's like,
I'm plugged in.
You guys know when you're plugged in, right? You guys know when you're plugged in.
would
You
y'all
can't be
rather,
too far away from the wall because you're plugged in.
would y'all rather me go into more detail?
Dude,
Yeah, 'cause we can bleep
it's like the little wind up toys that like move. And then
Yeah,
you're like,
you know
I'm
when-
wound up.
Yeah,
wound
you know
up
when she winds you up and you're plugged in.
All right,
Like,
fine,
what?
fine. I'll go.
She
Fine.
would-
I'm just gonna be fully blunt. my dick was fully down her throat, right?
Okay.
Like,
Why are you saying
that's
that?
not
You were
the-
so loud. You were saying
You
that.
it's okay. Just go.
Completely down.
Go.
And so, meanwhile, I hear the door jiggle behind me
That's crazy.
as Mr.
Uh-huh.
We have to leave his name. Just walks completely in. There's no way he did not see my full cock and balls.
You're right.
There's no way.
was-
Mind
That's
you.
crazy.
Okay, so for visual representation, what I do is, mind you, I wasn't actually like pants weren't actually down. It was just kind of like slipped out of the veil,
Yeah.
right? And so she's right
Out
here.
of the
It
veil.
pierced the veil
It
almost.
pierced the veil. And so what I do is, in that immediate instant, which he was the type of teacher that if he saw it, he would have reported it, right?
Yeah, 100%,
So-
which is weird.
Either he saw it or I'm just that guy. Because
Or your dick is just so small.
who knows?
Joe.
Who knows? But so in the single instance that I hear the doorknob jiggle, I just immediately pull back in. Don't even zip anything up. Just put my vest over it. And I sit down and put my arm around her in one smooth instance to make it look like we're just sitting back there in the back in that corner. Because y'all know the corner, the one by the
Yeah.
marching band storage room.
Yeah.
To make it look like we were just sitting down just right next to each other. There is no way that worked. Like, I don't believe it in the slightest. And then he had a conversation with us.
In that moment, what did he say?
You dick out.
No, Dick at this time was like
Was
inside,
tucked,
So
but
you
still
did
out.
you did you
and
up
vest was over.
so you up-tucked?
It might have been
you
this vest, actually.
up-tucked in the vest?
It was that vest.
It might be this vest.
This is a relic from that very incident.
Yeah, this
Dude.
might be. It might be this exact vest.
Got
I'm
the
wearing.
relic pee-pee.
But no,
vest.
so like, you know, it was unzipped like right here, right? And I
Yeah.
just pulled it back in and
Yeah,
then
you-
didn't zip it up.
Oh, wow.
Just just yoink and just kept it like that and just fixed my vest a little bit below it.
All right.
And
do
so-
you want to get into your topic?
Oh
after
yeah, do
this?
you want to get into your serious topic? And now, yeah.
What was it? Just what
That's
stories
insane.
are worth talking
Well,
about?
yeah,
like
what
all of
stories
our
are worth telling?
sexcapades?
No, by what stories are worth talking about? Not for like the podcast, but I mean like in societal manner as a whole.
Yeah.
Like for instance,
Oh.
I've heard a lot of bad takes about Hazbin Hotel. As of late, like for instance, a lot of people are saying that its depiction of sexual violence is too graphic.
It's not too
it's-
graphic. There's way more graphic stuff out there.
Yeah, there's way more. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like, but that just made me think about it. Like, are there stories that aren't being worth told? Like,
Wait, that aren't being worth. What do you mean?
What do you mean worth told in what way?
so like for instance,
That
is
aren't
this-
being told that should be.
or
maybe.
that are being told. That shouldn't
Are
be.
be told that shouldn't be.
It,
like
it can go either way. So like to be a bit more descriptive, a story like for instance the sexual violence in general. Is there a point where sexual violence is too graphic and too explicit that it isn't being worth told, like to some net positive to society?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I think you should tell certain. I think you shouldn't tell certain demographics of people.
I think
Yeah.
I know. I don't even think that. I think it just it's the kind of thing. It has to be fully transparent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
well-
entire like whatever, especially if it's not animated.
Mhm.
If it is like
Yeah.
people being filmed, the whole production behind it has to be fully transparent. Not only that, but the advertising has to be fully like it. They have to like
So
in
transparency,
everything.
transparency.
They have to
is your
make the
thing.
point
Yes.
that this is bad and there is no other way of viewing
So
this.
that people
Okay,
that
so-
have been through traumatic shit don't go see the movie
Yeah, that's
assuming
true.
something
Like an
else.
That's
epilepsy
very
warning.
true.
So that was the response I was expecting with this. So now that brings me to my next point. So even stories like Cuties are worth being told.
What's that? Say that again.
Cuties. Remember that movie?
Cuties. What's that one?
That's the movie with
It's the with the it's the French director.
maybe French. It's the one that's the point of the movie was supposed to be that it was mind you, Cuties is kind of a bad example because it's it was just done poorly, which leads me to the crux of my argument that I want to make. But so the
I think
movie
it also has to
Cuties.
be- I think anything has to be tasteful too.
Oh,
I think it can't just be crass. For the
I'm
sake
getting
of
to that
being
in a
crass.
second. So, Cuties is a movie that depicts kids, like little kids, participating
Oh,
in
I
like
remember this.
It's the
Mhm.
dancing
Yeah.
movie.
the dancing movie. Like it's just a bunch of kids
Oh,
twerking.
dude, I know
Yeah,
what you're
I remember
talking
this.
about.
That's
That
a
was the
whole
whole thing. Yeah.
It's a
don't think-
gross movie.
Yeah, again, I don't think that story's not. If it's just a story about like kids dancing, that's just a Disney Channel original movie. You just have to I think it's not or what stories are worth telling. It's how do we want to tell
Okay.
stories.
Yeah. So
Yes.
basically, what the argument that I really thought about and came to is that obviously all things aren't tasteful, but however, I truthfully believe there is no story not worth being told.
That's
It's all
actually
about the
that's
way
actually my same.
No.
It's
It
all about
also
the way
it
it's
also
told.
fully matters who you are using to
Yeah,
tell those stories.
100%.
Cuties. The problem with Cuties was not the fact that they were like depicting the
The sexual nature
the unsafe and sexual nature
But
of
why are we using-
children. Why are we using children
You're
to film
me,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
In every
'Cause
other
'cause-
instance of seeing like teens do stuff, it's adults portraying teens, right? So it's never you're never actually. But that was the problem with Cuties. They were putting children
Mhm.
in
At
that position.
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think-
hold on. So
So it's
that-
like, yeah, there can be weird people about it, but they're weird people not being
Let
weird
me
about an
finish-
18-year-old
let me finish
pretending
my
to be
statement
12.
about-
They're being weird about a 12-year-old.
Let me finish my statement about stories as a whole.
Yeah,
Because
sorry,
this
sorry.
brings me to another topic of Euphoria. Euphoria
Yeah.
is a weird show that depicts underage people going through very explicit acts, and Euphoria is just not a very well done show.
You know what I think about Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen you.
And so, but here's the thing: I still think it's stories worth being told.
I think
And to that
so.
extent,
I
think stories. For instance, if there was a movie about a kid depicting the violence that occurred on Epstein's Island, I think that has the potential to be a great story. Showing and depicting the atrocities that occurred.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that could be a great movie, but
It just
all
has to
depends
be
on
done
the way
correctly.
you're doing it.
I think
Yeah.
Because hold on, let me
It
finish.
cannot be a child
Let-
that
let-
you're actually
let me
putting.
finish.
Yeah, sorry.
So
We put a child on an island.
Oh god.
no, so what I mean by that's it all depends on the way it's being shown. So in the movie Cuties, what the point I think was trying to come across was it was supposed to depict how apps like TikTok and
Yeah.
social media often sexualize kids.
Right.
However, in the process of trying to depict that,
They
it
sexualize
sexualized
sexualize
kids.
it, yeah.
It did
Like,
the exact
yeah.
same thing that it was trying to do. So if you wanted to make a movie like Cuties where it's saying hey, this is happening, you could honestly probably still use actors that are kids, but you can't actually sexualize them. You have
Right.
to make it you have to-
Implied sexual.
was it a
yeah.
documentary?
implied
or was it
sexuality,
a-
and that the same thing with Euphoria. Because in Euphoria, it's all about 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds
But they're not being
having drugs,
but the
having
actors
sex.
are not.
The actors are
children.
not, but even still, I think you could
don't
have
think-
the actors be the same age that you're trying to project, just for the sake of actual trying to stay true to the story. You could do that, I suppose.
no,
you
you
just-
could not.
Nah.
Let me finish.
There
let me
was there was pure nudity in that show.
Yeah.
complete
I know.
and total
Let me
nudity.
finish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, you could still have actors, actual actors being underage, just in case you can't find a good actor or X, Y, and Z reason. However, you can't be explicit with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, of
can't
course.
actively depict. For instance, there is nothing wrong with depicting a story about sexual violence for a 16 or 15-year-old. You just can't actually show the action that's occurred. It has
Yeah.
to be implied. It has to be tasteful.
Yeah.
Right.
I think even in I don't even know how fully much I feel about adults portraying children and then these children doing these acts.
Yeah, because even still, that's weird.
I think the implied action of Euphoria, if it was implied okay, these young kids are doing drugs, implied these young kids are having sex, but then you get to a show I watched a shit ton of seasons of Shameless, right?
Mm.
And there's an entire scene in Shameless where an older man is getting seduced by what is told to us is a 15, 16-year-old. The actor's 20, 21, but in the show, a 15, 16-year-old is showing off her chest to a man, to just an adult man. And that's what's being portrayed to us. And it's being played off for comic relief. It's not being played off to further any of these characters' lines, to change anything. It's just being look how fucked up this situation is.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think that
I think it is also very dependent.
yeah, I think it's dependent on what we're doing, and it's what the point you're trying to get across is. But I think you're completely right, Vald. I think any story is, from someone who loves to write and who's someone who loves to analyze writing, I think any story is worth telling as long as you tell it correctly.
I think
Because I'm not trying to defend Cuties. Don't get me wrong in the slightest. Cuties is an awful movie. I just think it has a point to actually you can express any story you want, and there should be stories that are being told, because there is actively being kids being sexualized every single day for the sake of the bourgeoisie upper class that are actually pedophiles.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It's
That's-
bad. So it's perfectly valid to tell a story about how atrocious it actually is. You just can't, in the process, do the opposite of the story you're trying to tell. By actively trying to tell a story about the sexualization of children, once again, they actively were sexualizing children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I
problem.
think it's also you brought this up, Jimmy, and I think it is very important to reiterate that it really matters. Like a writer, director, filmmaker, all the people behind a project need to realize the impact that project is going to have, whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
Shows like Euphoria, I guarantee, like,
There's
push some kids
50-year-old
that were
man
already
just-
on the edge into doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, or kids who were already doing it, who might have been like second guessing it, were like,
Yeah.
oh well,
Well, it
this
kind of
is-
looks cool.
this
when Zendaya
it
does
looks so cool in the show. So it it also, like, I don't know, there is a very like fine line, and this is a whole topic, and we don't have
We have 11 minutes
yeah,
left.
but
Specifically, I have a very large problem with the show Euphoria.
Same.
I think like
I was purely using it as an example of a
I was
show
also
that
using it
was
exactly.
depicting kids, not using
Yes.
kids. That is all I
Yeah.
was
You
not
can-
defending it.
you can like you can entail in a story when someone's sleeping with another person. Obviously, there's like
Yeah.
there's like
There are
there's
metaphors you can
there's
use.
metaphors.
Yeah,
There's all
Like,
sorts
for
of stuff.
instance, a flower losing its petals. Like, there are ways to actually
Have you
depict
seen
the actual
have you
action.
seen-
like in The Babysitter 2 when they have the entire dance break. Have you
That's-
seen that movie?
Yes.
I've seen that
Dude,
movie. That
when-
movie's
when
fun.
they
It's the
dance, dude,
Naked
that was
Gun one. If you
hilarious.
get that, I love
the
how
new,
hilarious.
in the new Top Gun movie where they're like making out and then it all fades to bubbles and it fades back in and he's shirtless but she has a shirt on for some reason. Afterwards, in that scene, my aunt covered my sister's eyes, which is insane.
But like in Euphoria, that's fine. You can depict. You're allowed to depict that because that happens. But
I
the
think you
way
should
they
depict it.
do it is weird,
Yeah.
bro.
I've
they show
seen
like
one or two clips.
everything.
I've seen one or two clips. I've not seen enough of the show to be like, wow.
Well, hang
let
on.
me
They
give my
don't show
opinion on
the
it.
bottom half.
But
But
that's
they show
actually okay, but that's
all of the
normal
top
because I followed this girl on TikTok who's like a sex coordinator for like shows and all that. That's like normal in most shows.
No, but like they show the entire.
Yeah, but that's
it's-
but
they're
that's
also
normal in a
still-
lot of shows where they're
still
depicting.
adults depicting
No,
children.
no, okay, that's a problem.
but
I'm
it's-
saying that's normal for them.
Oh yeah.
I'm
like,
just saying,
Like,
I
that's
was-
fine
yeah,
if
yeah.
it was,
I'm
if it was
interested-
adults depicting
I was
adults.
sorry. I got
Exactly.
interested in the filmmaking process
But
of
if
how
it's-
sex is
but
shot,
if-
not
if
like
if it's adults depicting kids, I don't think I get that.
doesn't make it any better.
But I don't think we should show it.
Yeah, it's
because
the same
meant
thing
to
I was-
I think-
depict a
No,
kid.
I think okay.
I think that's weird.
My opinion is, and I think it's a little different than what you were saying. It's is a little bit closer to what you were saying. Of just like, I do not think we should be using children. Period.
no,
In any of these movies that are depicting something like this,
no.
simply because you are putting that child, like you without a doubt, you are tying that child's likeness
Yeah.
to this
Right, but you're
atrocity
also and
of
then,
whatever
and then
side.
this
Hold
kid
on.
will,
Just
sorry.
real quick. And then you are like this absolutely horrible thing you are tying this child's likeness to. So I think we should always use actual adults to depict these things, like even if we are trying to they are trying to portray a child. I do not think nudity should be used when that actor is trying to portray a
Not in the
child.
slightest.
And I think you can do implied stuff, but it has to be like literally like cut to something else,
Yeah.
or they're them doing something else that implies that. But like it cannot be like
A really popular trope is like, Laura, that happens. It's like, okay, they start kissing, it fades to black, they wake up, and like the girl's like laying in a bed with,
Yeah,
it's-
with,
yeah,
with like a
it's a-
blanket, and the guy gets up and
it's
Yeah,
the
does
next
100%.
it's the next morning. That
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's-
Yeah,
and that's
very
perfectly
popular.
fine.
It doesn't show anything,
Fades
but
to
all
black dude
implied.
smoking a
And that's
cigarette.
We're just saying.
Yeah, but like something akin to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or, like,
not
they-
showing stuff when depicting.
Yeah.
Or like another thing, like they wake up and like one of them's like and walks out with the other
Yeah,
one's
that's
shirt
fine.
on or
That's
something.
fine.
Exactly.
I
That's
think
fine.
I think
That's,
that
I don't know. That's
also
funny to think about. Like the girl's making breakfast. The guy walks out like a
yeah,
tight crop
with the
top.
tight crop top.
Huge.
He's like,
Hold on.
thanks, baby. She's
Hold
like,
on.
I love seeing you in my shirt.
I didn't think of this in advance, but I do have a question for you guys.
Hmm.
So, now moving away from the topic of children. let's
Okay,
move
but-
Can I make one more point as well?
Yeah, yeah,
Can I
yeah.
make one more point? My point was, and we only have like 7 minutes left, but we'll go for the last 10-minute camera timer.
Yeah, if we go a little bit over, it's fine.
We'll go for like the last 10 minutes.
Because remember, we're also
timer.
cutting out a lot of things in this.
Yeah, yeah. So what I will say though is that
true.
I also think that like in my head, for some reason, I could see an argument where people are like, well, the kids were like not kids, but the adults portraying these kids, as we've established that we all agree that that should be that.
Yeah.
Are put in these sexual situations where you see it, so you fully are shown with full transparency, with full everything, how bad a situation like this can get. My problem is what I said earlier, where if you are showing someone portraying a child in this position, you need to fully show the fact that this is either like if you're just showing like what you said, if kids like, because I'm gonna use Riverdale for an example, right? When I watch that, if they can be like teenagers have sex and then they fade to black, right? But they sexualize teenagers having sex and make it like this cool kinky fetishized thing. But and then if you're doing like a scene like with what's Euphoria, where you're showing these kids in very risky situations and your intent is to show that it is risky and bad, you need to have very clear cut in your writing. As someone who likes writing and as someone who likes to learn how you get readers to interpretate your story, you need to have very clear writing of this is bad. It is not sexy in any way. It's not hot. It is not kinky. It's
uncomfortable.
Bad.
It's gross.
It is uncomfortable. You can show kinky sexual stuff for the ideas of your story, but if your idea is to push this is bad and this is wrong, why are you having any option for your listener, your watcher, your reader to interpret it as cool and sexy enough?
Yeah.
That's my last point that I wanted to make.
And real quick, something that I just thought of was like, oh, I'm losing my train of thought. It's leaving. Oh God.
Well, I have a whole thing I'll talk about.
Check it.
Real quick, we're moving away from the topic of like children and media, and just moving on to a more broader topic of sexual assault in media.
Mm-hmm.
Where do y'all draw the line? So, for instance, let me give like an example before I say where y'all draw the line. So, for instance, in Hazbin Hotel, in episode 4 of sorry for spoilers, it shows a very, very vivid, honestly softcore and porn portrayal of Angel's assault from Valentino.
Yeah.
And throughout the entire time, like, there's actual scenes where it's, the characters are literally having sex.
Yeah. It's like softcore YouTube or like not like Amazon Prime appropriate version.
Yeah.
Obviously no dicks and balls, but like it's a pretty graphic
Dude, you
depiction.
said that so loud.
I think that's, in my opinion, I think that's fine because it is targeted to an older audience showing actual real bad versions of what
and it's
this
uncomfortable.
is. Like, and it makes you uncomfortable, and that's how it's supposed to make you feel. My thing is, we were talking about where you're like, anybody should be taught this. I think it's the argument of being like, kids should be taught, hey, do not touch each other. If someone says no, you stop, right? Like I saw a mom on TikTok one time, like she was raising 2 young boys, and one of the young boys was like giving him a hug. The other one young boy was like, they're like 5 and 6. The other young boy's like, I don't really want to be hugged, and the other young boy's like, I get that, and she's like teaching her sons like, and I used to do it with my baby cousins, with other kids that I would teach. Like if they come up and they'll just hug you, you need to ask to hug people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're just teaching them from a young age that like touching other people is not just in your head. Other people feel things and react certain ways when you touch them. So that is not shown to younger audiences, but it's portrayed in some sort of like, family-friendly Blue's Clues, Caillou-esque way where you're just like, don't touch people if they say they do not want to be touched, and sometimes ask. But I think that's fine for older audiences because it makes you feel uncomfortable. It shows the reality of a situation.
So you don't draw the line there.
I have
I found my train, by the way.
I have a very biased opinion on it, and it's not like it's weird. That can go like really weird.
Yeah, just
way,
say
but,
it quick.
I disagree with what Jimmy just said.
Like coming from someone that's been in a spot like that, it's hard for me to watch any of it or see.
Yeah.
It. Like literally, Drew
Yeah,
saw
I
the
saw
other
it
day.
happen.
We watched Superbad. If any of you have seen that movie,
no, I still haven't
love
looked at
it. It's hilarious. I mean, they say some pretty harsh things, I'll admit, but the rest of the movie is pretty funny. But there's a scene where, if you haven't seen it, sorry, Michael Cera and his love interest. Well, yeah, they kind of like start going, but they're
both very drunk.
He's drunk, and he doesn't really want to, and she wants to, and she's kind of like really pushing for it. Dude, that set me off. I was like, she was just kind of like, stop, just let me do it, stop being a puss, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it set me off. Like,
so you draw the
and
line
then
there.
Alex was like, isn't this funny?
I think
it's hard. I'm biased because I can't watch any.
No, I don't think that. No, that doesn't mean you're biased. That means that you needed a trigger warning before.
Yeah, that's why trigger warnings exist.
Yeah,
and that makes complete sense.
That was my train. Is going back to the thing that I mentioned the very first thing we mentioned when we started talking about this, which is just that one, like anything has to be meant. Like it has to be fully said.
Yeah.
Like whether that's literally interrupting the movie or show to say the next 5 minutes, like you get those you get like what are they called, flashing lights, have a seizure,
epileptic
you get like epilepsy warnings right before the thing, right?
Same thing.
You get those for like certain trigger warnings.
Yeah, I
but
think that's fine.
Talking more specifically about like sexual assault being portrayed, I think you have to toe 3 different lines. You have to toe the line of the general public and making sure that everybody who is like hasn't been through it and is not interested in doing it is made uncomfortable by it. You have to make sure that the people who have been through it are properly notified of what's going to happen and aren't jump scared by it.
Yeah.
And the third thing is you have to make sure that what you are showing is not explicit enough for the people that are planning on doing it to use that as their jumping point
Yeah.
to then
Yeah,
do
because
it.
and then that's what I was saying about
Yeah.
kids is that so many kids, not even just that, but just watch porn.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is normal. This is how I need to be
That,
treating
yeah.
people.
Not,
When,
man.
and it's not
And that's
normal.
why,
and you
No,
need to-
I'm a key example.
Yeah.
I have like such a bad relationship with like sexual stuff and sex in general, and it is because I was exposed to it in what, 1st or 2nd grade,
Horrible.
and it has been a daily
Well, that's
part
why-
of my life for
That's why it's
everything.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Genuinely
it
dangerous.
can be dangerous.
Everyone has their kink and like everyone can have like whatever they want, and as long as consensual, it's consensual. But like, you should not be on like front pages of like
No.
porn sites
No.
or anything. Because any kid
It's
that
not
finds
on
that,
most mainstream.
It's not.
ones.
It's
It
not.
shouldn't,
Luckily.
yeah,
It's not.
but I'm just
but-
saying like
That's because
there
it
are
doesn't need
Trust me,
It
you have to
shouldn't
look
be.
really hard to find it. Like,
No,
like
like
because it's dangerous.
during
Yeah.
there,
Yeah,
there,
it
there was
is.
there was a lawsuit about that actually in like 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018, around that time, because like there was so much like people are like, is this like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and they and then like the sites just started like wiping stuff. But one thing I want to say, like, I think for like normal show and movie watchers, obviously there's rates on the movies.
Yeah.
It tells you what is rated, but I think like the
Those are
rated
never.
R
Those are
sexual
never.
content.
Those are
What does
never.
that mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I think
There-
I think
they
it's
need to.
skewed.
They need
It's
to.
so
They need to
skewed.
rehaul it.
well, hang on. There's obviously like things about the movie on like IMDb and stuff. You can go in and read it and watch it and like see what's in it. But I think more so it should be more like, okay, great. I have to spoil the movie before I watch it just so I don't have
Yeah.
No, but I
trigger.
think.
I think it should really be like this
It needs
has
to. Yes.
like I mean
Yes.
like this
It-
is like
this
it's like,
has this.
it's like, oh, yeah,
this
movie
this.
blah 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 blah. This has this. Blah,
Yes,
blah,
No,
blah,
I
blah,
no,
think
not at the
not
that
even-
needs to be the first thing.
Yeah,
that needs
that
to
needs to be
like opening credits
Yes.
before you even show who made
we should
the
bring
damn
back
movie.
opening credits for the stuff purposefully. Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Intro-
100%.
But here, something I was gonna say earlier. This is the train that I lost. Shit, it's gone. No, I just had it. No, with Oh, god damn it.
Chugga.
It's
chugga,
gone.
Chugga.
Fuck.
Chugga.
It,
Chugga,
talking
chugga,
it was
chugga,
ta- it was
chugga,
going back
chugga,
to
chugga.
Oh, got it. So you cannot when you are using going back a little bit, going back to a 18 or older person depicting somebody 17 or younger, right?
Mhm.
Like when you are doing that, it shouldn't have to be like a thing that someone looks at it and goes, hold on, and like has to go look it up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah.
stated.
Yeah.
These are adults portraying this situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think-
It cannot be a thing where somebody sees that and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doesn't and like can
Can't
do
have
no research afterwards and be like, oh, I just watched a child do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because one, people who are concerned about it are going to be concerned and draw opinions based off of that. People who, again, the people that would be the people to do the thing you are portraying are just gonna like.
Should also be part of the marketing.
I think
100%.
yeah, that should be part of the trailer. Is what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
part
Like,
of
you
the
should
trailer,
put it
part
in
of the
trailers.
All
But
right.
I have
that's
I have a topic for next time.
oh
Okay.
well, that's
we'll
next
put it
time.
in the topic channel.
That's
and
next
we'll-
time.
Hold on, but
Put it in
real-
the
Or
topic.
do you want to
Real
like
quick, though.
Do you
allude
wanna
to
use
it so they see?
Do you
it?
want to use the topic channel, buddy?
I am. I'm gonna.
You're the only one who hasn't.
How do you think?
Okay, that feel okay.
Pretty
Huh?
vague.
Use kind of quiet into the mic.
It's
All
vague.
right,
It's vague. It's
so-
meant to be vague.
But also,
Alright.
y'all never actually answered the question I asked
What?
of where do y'all draw the line?
I don't know where you draw the line, but
Because personally, I don't draw the line.
I don't think I would necessarily draw the line out either. But we have to close out
I
though.
think it has to be portrayed right.
As long as it's portrayed right, I don't draw the line.
We're closing out.
We're closing out.
All right. So, thank y'all for watching.
I know
and
what I draw the
listening.
line on. Not liking and subscribing.
Yeah, I honestly
Not
draw the
rating
line
5
there.
stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That's
would
where
be
I draw
awful.
the
Why
line.
Can't
would
you
you do
not
that?
ask for that?
Huh?
I thought you couldn't ask for that.
On what?
Directly asked for 5 stars on Spotify.
We
Spotify.
are.
Fuck if I know about Spotify. I know about Apple
You
Podcasts.
read the
can't.
whole terms and conditions.
If we can't, well, we're believing this,
Dude,
but
that was
y'all
like
are
2 months
going
ago.
to subscribe, and
Yeah,
y'all are
subscribe.
going to rate 5 stars.
Oh.
Rate 5 stars. if you can.
Okay.
If you please,
Please.
nicely.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Anyways.
I love feet.